On Twitch, it has swimming.
I will fix that. All right, welcome. This is our. Let me just gotta make sure I get out of this particular. Nope, that's not what I needed. Hi, I'm Michael. We're gonna be running tonight our masks game. My name is Michael. He, him. We want to go down the line and have folks introduce themselves and their characters.
Who's first?
Who's first?
Oh,
What was
here,
the line?
I'll throw in the current order the way I have it because I got it lost from last time.
Oh, I was gonna do it because it's right here. Boop.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Okay. That
I'm
works.
Sarah. I'm Sarah, she, her, and I am playing Zaylin. They, them.
I'm Nessa, she, her, and I'm playing Marrow, also she, her.
Hi, I'm Steve, he, him, playing Wildfire or Johnny Styles, also he, him.
Hi, I'm Mo. They, she pronouns. I am playing Isadora Reyes, aka Obsidian. She, they pronouns.
All right.
Wait, what about me, Michael?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Michael's like,
Always skipping one.
we're gonna kill
Sorry.
Ivy this week anyway, so don't worry about it.
Oh, I thought we told you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Kirby. I use he, they pronouns, and I'll be playing Ivy, uses they, she pronouns.
I am not missing anybody if I continue now. Because, yeah, it had gone through and it popped back up to where I was. All right, so we're going to start off doing a quick thing with Microscope, which is what we use to create our actual, what we use to create the history. I'm going to pop over here real quick and see if, I don't know if we got a camera set up for it. Let me try this real quick. Back to...
Who turned it red again?
Michael,
that was not actually me. All right, so let me move a couple of these things around. So why don't we go back in that same order we had previously? And what we can start is what we want to do is kind of take a look at the superheroes that are relatively recent, that are around, that are going to be to help basically create a world in which your heroes y'all know are going to be people who actually feel kind of lived in. All right, now we now have everybody in the right places. We gotta wait for Steve to kind of reconnect the audio.
Sorry, guys.
So
Right,
where
do
are
we
we
just wanna-
typing in?
Oh yeah, do we just want to go with we can go with what's in the chat? Zalian, if we want to pull in a column and throw it in there somewhere in the microscope, we want to focus on something to do with some of the more modern superheroes that our characters are going to know.
Heroes. Okay. Let's say the only name that's kind of mine is, and I don't mean that I shouldn't use Night Stalker, should I? I want it to be something like Night Stalker, but I don't want to use Night Stalker.
There are going to be plenty of superheroes in a world with superheroes that have those kind of names. It's like the 90s
Okay.
with Image.
Okay, so the idea you guys mentioned earlier was basing the heroes a little bit on like other TikTokers. Do we want to go with that? Is that something we want to use?
Yeah, using them as inspiration. I love that.
Yeah, oh man, I want to. Let me see. I want to think of a good name for her. Let's call her Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to say who it's based on and who I kind of want to, what the personality I want to say off it is?
If you want to, you could throw it into the you can throw it into the chat if you want to keep that a little bit more secret.
Okay.
One of the things to take a look at is, what I would do is it goes around the character Warlock. There's one that's going to be modern heroes, but you want to put like, is it just all about stuff Warlock has done?
Yeah. Okay. Do I send that to everyone or just Michael?
Everyone? Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. I think they're probably like a veteran superhero. So been around, probably predate the corporate heroes in some form. Kind of knows the ropes in general of hero dom, and like likes to take in like proteges, so to speak.
So yeah, what you have to do is I went ahead and just put what you wrote there up and made it the thing up there. Now create an event with Warlock that happened. Then what everyone else will do and also think about when we want to have this on the timeline. Probably you said predates.
Proteges. Okay. Yeah, I would say it predates. When do we say that? When do we say that?
In 99.
99. Okay.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and put a little bit of space. If you want to move it up there towards the end, there's a space between the rise of the Rift affiliated religious sect and the powers started showing up in the preteens.
Started in, I'm going to say 1994.
Okay.
As hero.
And what I would want to do for there is for the event, go ahead and put this real quick. Go ahead and put in like something like a big thing that happened that put Warlock up onto the map.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, you know, they saved the Australian Prime Minister
from
assassination.
Oh, let's make a slight change. Not Australia. Let's put it in Philly. Let's put it in Philly because we want superheroes that are local. Because we don't want to necessarily talk about heroes that'll never be here. We want to have the city feel like it is filled with superheroes.
I would say, are we gonna? Okay, so can we just confirm that we're gonna be using the same like political environment? I'm gonna say like save Vice President Gore from assassination.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Right, save Vice President Gore from assassination.
And that led him to invent the internet.
No. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and
dark red line all around it.
Move this over so we have it in the right time spot.
Stop touching this.
Had to put it on there.
All right. The next person, do you want to go ahead and code that as good or bad?
Okay.
And do we want to? Who's next? Create an event that has something to do. Or I would also put who from. Who did she save Vice President Gore from? Part we want to do is build up superheroes and supervillains. So we have people we can kind of refer back to.
From super villain Jeff Bezos. I'm not hearing any disagreement, so that's going to be the villain's name.
And that's not just Jason. He didn't save him from Jason.
No. Jeff Bezos is now because there is a Jason Blake. Jeff Bezos does not get his same clout, and he gets arrested in 1990, in 1994, or 1996.
Instead of using all that diamond mine money his family had to buy and then claim that he created all sorts of technology, he instead bought and then claimed he created probably super suitors and superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next person. If you want to create an event.
I am next. An event. Ooh. Damn.
Now it can go in some of the other places, but it would be tied in with Warlock.
Is Warlock Warlock's corporate, right?
I think they predate corporate. She predates corporate, so I would say like she's independent and maybe has some like smaller corporate sponsorships, but she's not considered a corporate superhero per se.
Okay.
And I think like yeah, she's not technically corporate.
Alrighty.
Though
and I
if you want Warlock to do something with corporate heroes, you can also create some in that one.
and oh wait, am I doing a big like thing or just a little thing that happened?
Not a unless you want to think of like a big event or something that took place that did revolve around Warlock, you can. So remember, it can go in here. You can create a larger event that had something to do with Warlock. You can put an event that ties in with one of the other things that we've looked at.
Okay. I think 2006 she had a big like kind of falling out situation with like with with corporate superheroes. And it was one of those things that started small and then just it kept snowballing and became bigger and bigger, and it became like a political issue. And whatever the like original fight was is by the wayside now. Now it's just, are you corporate or are you not? Like that's what it all boiled down to.
Yep. And I would give a name of a superhero that was the other side of that divide. We've got Warlock against who?
I'm gonna say Inquiry.
Inquiry, nice.
Warlock versus I'm at a weird angle, so my typing is bad. Hold on.
Is Inquiry corporate or are they independent?
I believe they're kind of like independent contractor type, but they're big defenders of corporate.
Oh, wannabe.
Gotcha.
Oh, Inquiry's a pick me for the corpse. You'll notice my costume has a space that would be perfect for your logo.
Is there a way we refer to like off the grid people, like just non-corporate?
We don't have a name as of yet.
Okay.
Freelance.
Oh God, has it even gotten down to that where it's corp and freelance heroes? Just capitalism.
Kitty! Sorry, there's a kitty on that Kirby
Kitty!
has, and little baby.
So small.
Oh my God.
Look at that tiny little void.
Aw.
Hello, Void.
Warlock versus Inquiry and corporate versus freelance debate.
All right. And you can code that good or bad. Then that will take us to Steve. You can create an
Right.
event or a time period that has to do with Warlock.
So drag a note. Come on. Go where I want you. Get in there. I'm gonna say, hold on, I had to just have to. I'm gonna say that actually has to move to here. In 2000, am I coming through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in 2002, Warlock and Spectre, aka Private Philly, after Private Philly defects, team up to stop A-Bomb from destroying the Liberty Bell.
Nice.
It was a highly televised event.
Ooh.
Nice.
Like, it got a lot of media attention.
All right. Then that takes us to Mo. Or rather, I'm sorry, we'll go with the one we have over here. Yeah, that takes us to Mo.
Yeah. So I think, how do we? I don't know. It's not an event, but it's another timeline. I think for Warlock.
Yeah, then just you want to pull out a column and then put an event up on it and
Okay.
basically say, "Here's the thing."
Here's the thing. Will it fit? Oh, things are working. So since Warlock likes to take on proteges, in In 2010, she takes on her first teen protege. How do I edit? Give me the editing. Oh. Rename. Here we go. That's what I wanted.
It's been so long since we've done this, we've forgotten how to.
Yeah. Warlock takes on proteges.
The weird thing is you also just sort of double click the thing and it'll let you do that. All right, so let me move this a little bit. All right, that would at least put the name of the protege.
Yes. I think the first one is going to be goodness, bad with names.
I use name generators all the time.
It's the best way to do it.
Razor.
No, it's gonna be a plant name. Because Ivy's not the first. Well, Ivy's the first of their kind.
Bye,
but, like-
chat.
Shadowleaf.
oh gosh, what is the belladonna?
Ooh.
The porn star?
What?
I can't do a search because mine is on the screen.
Honestly, if there isn't a
Nightshade. How about that?
there must be a superhero OnlyFans somewhere.
Besides,
Right.
we can use it. There's that good TikTok sound. You know, the one where it's like he died from an overabundance of belladonna in his system. And then the two other people say, "The porn star?" And then the
Oh,
first guy
I've heard that
says, "No, the poison."
Okay, there we go. And I think that's gonna be a good one. Let's go with
All
good.
right, Ivy.
Okay, I'm creating an event. I had a protege in mind. Well, I had a hero in mind that was inspired by one of our friends, but I think it would be kind of cool to have them be a protege as well. So, find a note. I think what is 2010 the year that Belladonna is taken under Warlock's wing?
Is that way?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say in 2012, Pi is taken under the wing of Warlock. Pi is inspired by our friend Ibrahim,
Yeah.
who is, for some reason, knowledgeable in just about every single subject you can possibly imagine.
I adore Ibrahim's.
It annoys me to no end how much that person knows.
Their TikTok is great about here's
I
the thing you were
love-
unaware of.
His TikTok is just so good. So Pi is going to be a math genius, but also has this ability to project his knowledge of mathematics into technology telekinetically to control things. That's
Oh.
my quick invention. And he goes by Pi.
So a technomancer.
Ooh.
Sarah, you create. I think
And Belladonna's very like just like controls plants around you. Like she'll like if they're standing in grass, like she'll use the grass like grow.
Oh,
and stuff.
Ivy's nemesis.
Oh,
Ooh.
And Sarah, you'll create the last event, and then Ivy, you're going to create a legacy, something that has come from the stuff with Warlock.
Okay, so I create it has to do with Warlock, correct?
Yep, it
So
kind of
start
not actually ties up completely, but at least ties into the things that have been created here.
Okay, let me see. Let me just put a pronouns on Warlock real quick. I think we're in 2017, correct?
Mhm.
I think Warlock retires in 2016. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
I mean,
Makes
I can't
sense.
imagine a superheroes.
Lifespans are all that, or like working life's probably not that great.
Warlock retires 2016 after major incident. Major incident with villain. I think anybody would mind being a villain. Anybody, any of our friends? Because I have an idea for one.
You
Jordan
should make
Hunt.
Sean a villain because
Oh,
he's
okay.
in
Yeah,
chat.
Sean. Yeah.
And
I
you know
guess-
what? I actually got
Sean.
an idea for Sean because I was actually thinking about one for him.
You
so-
hold on that one because I want to know. Do you think Kenda would mind being a villain?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't think Kendall would mind
I
at
think
all.
Kendrick would love to be a villain. Yeah.
Richter. With villain Richter, who is a Earth, can manipulate Earth and cause earthquakes and stuff like that.
Earthbender.
I thought you were about to make a
Yes.
ska themed villain, and I was like, all right.
That's. Oh my
He only
god!
knows by Sky now.
He can summon
Kendo's,
trombones out of nothing.
it's Kendo's worldwide wrestling character.
with major incident with villain Richter, injured quite badly. That's red, and I'll put that. I'll put it right here.
And then last for this, Ivy, you get to decide a legacy and then create an event that goes along with something that has occurred because of.
Okay. I'm going to say that. So I go to the legacies. Okay. The Alphacom is the corporation that is the major corporation that owns the superheroes, right?
I believe
the
so,
one we-
yes.
I
Yeah,
believe
let
so.
me just-
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's on here.
Because I'm going to say after Warlock retires in 2000, do we say 2017?
16.
2016.
16.
After Warlock retires, Alphacom pressures the government to make freelance heroes illegal.
Oh.
And I don't think that it's necessarily gone through yet, but it is. I'm going to say it's going to be a big thing.
It's a point of
Happens.
contention.
It's a point of contention that is because Warlock was so loved or so popular, they kind of just left it. But as soon as they retired, Alphacom was like, all right, she's gone. Let's push this bill through Congress or something.
Oh, that's so good. So good.
But yeah,
So-
because the biggest advocate against it would have been Warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I like it.
Oh, that's so good.
It
I
will
bet
not be
they've already
used
talked.
yet.
Hmm?
Oh, but I'm going to go ahead and throw the superhuman edict. We're not going to fill it out yet
Okay.
on the stuff for the city because it's not quite there. But if we get to it, we're going to then decide what's happening with that super. I'm sorry, Nessie, you were saying?
I was about to say that I think they probably already, like, even pre-Warlock, like through just a few, like, testing the waters,
Oh yeah.
terrible
sure.
bureaucracies onto, like, applying to be a superhero in such a way that, like, you would really want a corporate sponsorship, so you would have someone to help
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
like, turbo tax it out.
Um,
I bet they go to that like, you know, it's like the Actors Guild, like, oh, this gets you insurance, this gets you care, this gets you, like, this is your union.
yeah.
Like, they do it like that. They sell it that way.
Yeah.
Nothing suspicious here. Just we're the only game in town.
Mm.
All right, so anti-freelance superhero legislation introduced.
Yeah. My cat keeps running into my computer cords.
Aw.
So cute though.
All right, I will put that in as a period that we may end up doing some stuff with later. I'll just let someone in chat know. Great Bambi, the Superhuman Edict is actually from. I'll just show you this real quick. I took these from the game Spectaculars, which has essentially where the players and the GM together create information about their world, and we make a whole bunch of decisions. Oh, some of the stuff got moved a little bit, but that's actually fine because we know what that stuff was. A couple things got a little messed up, but yeah, that's what that's from. It's one of those things that for any superhero game, I think it's a fantastic addition. All right.
And then
Yeah.
you said I add something.
Oh yeah, then add an event. I went ahead and put a a column in there for.
Okay, the super legislation anti-freelance.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna say the event is gonna go inside there, as a note, and it's going to be Belladonna and Pi start a underground freelance, like maybe they could actually be in cahoots with the People's Council, but Belladonna and Pi kind of start this like underground hero organization that is against corporate heroship as the proteges of Warlock and
Nice.
their legacy.
Hell yeah. Gotta love the People's Council.
Mhm.
And Corpo Hero John. What is John in? I think he had like an over there kind of thing.
John is just Philly slang for anything you want. It literally is anything.
Jumi Chuck, real John. You got to be more specific. I don't understand.
No, you don't have to be more specific here.
Just a John.
We'll understand.
People
It's
know.
a John,
Thingy.
All right. We want to do a quick overview of what had happened last time.
Okay.
Someone want to give what had gone on?
Oh. Do you do the thing question? Because, I play on another Make Gaming Mass, and I didn't know if this is like a continuation of stuff. But if you give the recap, you're able to like clear condition or something, or
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
I don't know if that's the thing that you do, but like I thought that was like part of the.
That sounds
books.
cool. There's a couple reasons I like players to give a recap. One, I forget things. Two, the stuff I don't forget as people bring up, I can kind of remember. Oh yeah, this is the stuff you found important. These are the things people remember. And occasionally I can go, oh yeah, there's this other thing that was important. Kind of like when you watch a Last Time On and it shows that character you haven't seen in like half a season. You're like, oh, that's going to be important this episode.
Can I do it? But also I keep my condition.
Yes.
All right, cool. So we all were hanging out, having a good time, doing our teen superhero thing. We got a call that there was a hostage situation. We show up. Johnny was talking to some cop. It was a whole thing. And then Obsidian, Ivy, Zaylin, and myself later on sneak in the back. We see this kid calling himself Mr. Friction. He goes to school with us. Spoiler alert, by the way. I don't want to be mean because, clearly he had like snapped, but kind of a total, kid. Cool sweater vest, though. I will say that. Good choice in clothing for that regard. He was calling himself Mr. Friction, had some kind of new superpowers. We thought it was something to do with his backpack because he had this weird backpack on. Turns out no. He just was like a late bloomer, I guess. Good for him. We eventually stopped him. Obsidian went a little nutso at the end, but I kind of don't blame her, TBH. And then we went home. I think that was everything. Am I forgetting anything, everybody?
Oh, we're forgetting the Hex being bugged and Zaylin
yeah.
chasing them to Blake Industries or Blake whatever it is, Industries.
Yeah.
And us deciding it's probably not a good idea to break into Blake Industries, and we went back to our respective lives. And I think that's about where we left.
And I moved in with Obsidian.
Yeah, and
Yes.
then you're going to use my small studio apartment as base as well.
Yes.
The hexes are WeWork, by the way.
Yeah, we work.
We work out of a WeWork.
Aw. Who would be the point person for the WeWork that they would get the phone call?
Johnny's agent.
Tommaso, who would then call me.
Yep. So Johnny, early the next morning,
Okay.
Well, actually, you're probably at school at this point. Your phone rings. All right, wait. I would say this. Most people don't know you're a super, right?
I don't really hide it, but I don't tell anybody. So I'm sure people like I don't know how you want to play that.
Yeah,
Like
because you don't wear a mask, do you?
no, Johnny
Yeah.
just he has a suit. His face is fully exposed. Like
So people will know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're in class. What's give me a name for the teacher you have. And let me know what your. If somebody give you the name. What's your third hour class?
Mrs. Bingham English. That was my high school teacher in English. It was the first thing that popped into my head. So
I was
All
like,
right.
that was quick.
Yeah. Well,
Red docs,
otherwise
Mrs.
I just start
Bingham.
using my coworkers. So we'll say Marrow is also in this particular class because going to the school together was Johnny Marrow and Issa.
Mhm.
yes.
Correct? Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. Bingham is kind of up there. She's talking at length about Beowulf, trying to get a whole bunch of apathetic juniors interested in the actual epic tale of Beowulf. When you get that, like the buzzing starts going on your phone.
Oh no, I don't silence it. It just
is it?
rings.
Yeah.
It's your
Yo,
theme song.
yo, go for Johnny.
Miss Bingham just kind of looks. I realize you're busy with all of your superheroing, and thank you for doing something about the basketball team, but answering your phone in my class is not something you're allowed to do.
Text me.
So, the dragon. um,
Dragon? Wait, what?
the end of
Beowulf.
Beowulf, he fights
Oh
the
yeah,
dragon.
yeah. Sorry,
And he's
I
like
missed-
70. That's how he dies.
I forgot.
Because I have been an English teacher who taught Beowulf. Yeah, the text comes through, and it like, hey Johnny, gotta tell you, you can hear it in his voice. Hey Johnny, just let you know, someone broke into the Hex last night. Looks like they stole a bunch of stuff. Tried your door, didn't look like they got in. So I don't think anything there's been stolen, but looks like a standard sort of people rushing in trying to get tech and computers and stuff.
I'll update you later. Click.
Yes, I will say, what's your favorite class?
Oh, her favorite class. You mean other than weightlifting?
Gym.
Yeah.
Gym.
No, she has weightlifting because there's like in high schools there's some weightlifting classes and like
Really?
yeah, I had a
Particularly-
weightlifting. Yeah.
Particularly like for sport for people who are in specific sports, they'll have like basketball PE, which is essentially conditioning for the basketball team.
I want Issa to like bench press me. So
Yeah, she probably does. But so other than that, I think her favorite class is goodness. I didn't think she would be that much of a smart cookie, but maybe it's science. Maybe it's chemistry. She's not great at it, but she enjoys it.
All right. Do you have a teacher idea or name
Mm,
idea? You said chemistry.
Yeah.
Cahill.
I'm
Cahill?
looking.
I don't know.
Cahill?
Stephen Cahill.
is that one of your teachers?
No, well, it's like a combo of like a teacher and also a guy I work with.
Okay. We're kind of going through the chemistry. In that, let me just check quick. Going through chemistry, and something that people are talking about, like eventually the points. Cahill's the kind of teacher you can get off topic very quickly and easily. And one thing, of course, since the basketball team was taken hostage yesterday by Gammers of all people, who actually used to be in this particular class.
Oh, I had class with him.
Yep.
Nice.
And was actually pretty good at the chemistry stuff. So you're in that class, and everyone's sort of talking about it. And at one point, he's like, "I watched that video in City, and just demolish. I mean, like, let's see, what Gammers did was not okay. I think we all agree that, right? But that was beyond what was on."
I think because I don't know if y'all know, but Issa probably wears glasses at school and wears contacts like whenever doing the superhero stuff. Just like sort of like pushes her glasses and like just starts doodling in her notepad because she has nothing to contribute to the conversation.
Yeah, at one point, like, things are kind of quiet, and then just kind of looks over and goes, "Issa, you saw the video, right?"
Yeah, who didn't?
You don't have an opinion. Like, everyone's got an opinion. You like
I think she's a badass bitch. What? Oh, like
language, but you know it's okay.
my bad. my bad, Mr. K. But that's my opinion on her.
You don't think it's dangerous for someone with no superpowers to enter into that area? I mean, Batman in the comic book, sure, but is going to get absolutely demolished when
How do
it
you know
comes
she doesn't have superpowers?
Well, we've only seen any of the videos I've seen is just like hand-to-hand stuff.
Yeah. And
I always thought that was just, kind of dangerous when people did that. I mean, think of all the unpowered heroes.
you don't know her life though. You probably don't know like what she's been through and what's dangerous to you is probably just second nature to her.
Realized we had a fan.
I'm just saying, like, can't judge people by what they look like or how they act or what they're doing.
Well, I mean, hopefully. You know what? The group that was here, I mean, including Johnny, I hope they do well, and, I hope they end up protecting her if things go bad.
Oh, I think she can protect herself, but okay.
Okay, it sounds like, are you trying to reject his influence?
Yes!
Yep.
How dare he!
Listen, you son of a...
We
you,
already
old
know
man.
Obsidian's a hothead. She's
All right, just go
probably
ahead.
like fuming.
Make a roll with no modifier.
I don't have a modifier. What would it be for again? Oh,
It's
yeah.
literally, this is reject someone's influence. You just make a roll.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, no, 6. I saw the 5 first. I was like, oh, yes. And then I saw the 1. I was like, oh, no.
All right. Yeah, it hits you a bit hard. Well, this is being said, go ahead. You're going to take a condition, but also go ahead and lower your
Shift my
savior
labels.
by 1 and up your mundane.
My mundane's already at a okay, now it's a +3. I like these little, like, thingies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got to tell you, I put those in there I tried for Marrow and Zalian, but yours were smaller than everybody else's, so when I tried to put them on there, they weren't really...
The blue ones seem okay, but I just have a question about what the red ones mean.
The red ones, maybe.
I don't see them. Are they on our sheets?
They're like in the labels.
I may not have. I was trying to get them to work, because there you go. These are the ones I created. There was the red underlines on some people's. These ones I made. You can only make them so much smaller. So for other people, I locked which we probably should have done anyway. I locked your sheet into place, and then put those things in there, so you can just more easily slide them.
Yeah, because after like losing my tabs a couple times, I was like, can I just keep this sheet as the background? And Adele was like, yes.
Yep. If you right click, you can just hit lock.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the condition angry because like I figured that's hers now.
Yep. We're gonna get a little bit of people's days here. What does Ivy do during the day?
I think they probably do some like online schooling. Only for maybe a few hours in the morning.
Yeah, probably like the Apex system. That's what we.
Yeah.
The Apex system going through kind of a lot of that stuff you can actually get done like relatively quickly. as you're heading through doing that, and at one point, your Davis, your dad, kind of pops in and goes, "Hey, how's the schooling going?"
It's going okay. Not very complicated. History's pretty easy.
Yep, and just kind of takes a moment and just sits next to you and is like, "So decided what you want to do after all this? After school's done, and you're getting close to the point where the world's your oyster, or tulip, or whatever works for you."
I think Ivy probably chuckles a little bit at that. And then says, I don't really know. To be honest, it was kind of cool what we did the other night. Maybe something like that could be possible.
You've certainly got the skill and such to do it.
Thanks, Dad.
Kind of smiles and goes, "But be careful, remember, heroes have gotten hurt before."
Yeah, I know. I'm sure Johnny will take care of us. And then she smirks at her dad and like kind of gives him like a little wink.
Okay. And Zalen or Zalian?
Zaylin.
Zalen. I keep wanting to say Zalian. Zalen, you are you just at Issa's place during the day, or?
For a little bit, but I think they get really restless.
And then she
Like,
smirks at her dad and like kind of gives him like a little wink. Oh, that was cool.
What was that? Oh,
I think Nessa was listening on her phone, and we
Delay.
overheard it.
Okay.
Oh, so I thought I was on mute. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
It was literally just that, like 3 seconds.
No,
By
I
the
don't-
way, Zaylin will probably be given a key, if anything. So
Yeah. I think they get really restless. I think like they listen to their music for a bit. They don't really know what to do, and they're kind of, I think they're a little bit afraid of touching anything. And I think they go back to the Pashurians church because they're like they kind of know they want to stay out of the way, but they need to do something. So they go back there to volunteer.
Okay.
I think the Pashurians do some charity work in the daytime too.
All right. Yeah. So you there's a point where like there's like a soup kitchen and such there that they help local people with. Yeah, you're there, and I wrote the right notes over here. You have Brigitte, who you talked to the other day, the passenger, is down there kind of helping, giving food to those in need as people are coming in. There's an older guy that comes in there that's is kind of just going through, getting some food and such, and sort of comes up. You just sort of takes a look at you, and you look like you. Just goes,
Hi.
What the hell are you?
I'm a mutant.
What are you doing here?
I was born here.
In the church?
No, I'm in Philadelphia. I'm from here. I'm a mutant human.
I figured, but like, all right, just helping out with the Shurians.
Yeah. I
Alright.
like. How are you? What's your name?
Dave Barkley.
Hi, Dave. Nice to meet you.
Kind of shakes hand, goes, "I'm sorry about what the hell. I wasn't expecting."
Don't worry. I do. This happens a lot. I don't look like a normal human. I'm aware.
Goes, all right, thanks for this, and then kind of goes and takes a seat and starts to eat. Rosalind, what is your drama teacher's name, who you are the stage manager for?
I don't know his last name because he's one of those teachers who insists you call him by his first name, but his first name is Craig.
All right.
I think whatever it is sounds dirty, and he's trying to be chill, but like whatever it is just too ripe for high school or middle schoolers. Where he's like, we gotta get rid of this.
I actually had a professor in college whose name was Dr. Funkenstein.
Please
Wow.
tell me everywhere he went, you just heard. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
No, she was so damn serious about everything, and like no one ever said shit about her name to her, but it was like every time like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Like you had to go for a doctorate. You had to, didn't you?
Wait, what? Professor of what?
Art history.
Music is
Specializing-
right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, why do you not have a doctorate in the history of funk?
You should be.
Specialized in post World War I German expressionism, and she was incredible.
All right, yeah, but she is also. I don't want to give her too much credit. She is fighting against her name a little too hard. Post German, no. That's someone who has refused their destiny. They refuse the call. The hero's journey says they will become a funk master at some point.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nessa. I'm sorry.
But you were correct. You picked the right class for me because you were right. I love Craig.
So maybe Craig Cox, the actual name. The play itself. So, have you done theater personally?
I have been a stagehand for many a year.
So you have seen what happens the first off-book rehearsal. Everyone wants to shoot themselves, and there is just a point where he's like, "All right, take 15. Look over your lines, people." Walks over and goes, "Oh, Rosalind, happened. It was so much better last week."
Well, the freshmen are bolder now, so that could be an issue.
Yeah, I liked it when they were scared a little.
Yeah, they were quieter when they were scared.
Look, can I have you take a couple of scenes into the small theater and just have you run? I'm not looking for great acting right now. I'm just looking for them to have their damn line. Can you do that for me?
Okay. Anyone in particular you want me to focus on, or?
Yeah. Harley and Steven's scene. Before we can actually have them seem like they have a chemistry, like two people who've enjoyed being in the same room, much less have been married. They should know the lines first, and then we can work to make them seem human. You know.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Mary and Steven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mary, Steven, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah. What do you need?
We gotta. Why don't you and I run lines for a bit? Just while everyone else is having a little bit of a break. There's a reason you were chosen to be like main stage. It's because everyone else gets to have a break, and you and I get to keep working because we're, better.
See, Craig just kind of like looks from behind, just goes, and then kind of goes over and gives you the key. Yeah, just off in the little theater.
All right, I grab the key and I don't know if I necessarily have to drag them, but I kind of like friendly strong arm them. Just like, yeah, we're going over here now.
Okay.
That's fun, isn't it?
Yep, they follow along, and then you go into that smaller theater, and you're doing some work. You get a call from Tommaso, Johnny.
Okay.
This is sort of like shortly after school. So, all right, what happened?
So Zaylen was there. They did break into our office. Are you at the office?
No, not right now. I was at home. There's the break-in. I figured I would check with you later. You would know something.
The hex has been bugged by there are bugs, like I think cameras and voice recorders in the hex right now, from Blake Industries.
At least they didn't break into to our place.
No, they did. They picked the lock.
Wait, what?
And then relocked it.
Wait,
and
so
then they broke the front door to make it look like it was a break-in. Then they picked the lock to get into our area, bugged our shit, and then left, relocked the door, then trashed and took a bunch of stuff to make it look like they did. Last night at about 2:00 in the morning, we were all outside of Blake Industries because we had to rescue Zaylen.
All right, rescue. Jeez, I'll let the police know that this is
that's kind of like not rescue. That's poor terminology, but they didn't know where they were or what they were doing. So we had to go and figure out what was going on. And then we decided to not fuck with Blake Industries.
Okay. I'll let the police know that it wasn't an actual like other kind of robbery.
Okay.
Question,
We're
does Tommaso know who I am?
Yes.
How much does he know about me?
I'm
Do you,
gonna-
are you pretending to just be um just be
I
a mutant
think-
human there?
Yeah, I think Tommaso isn't fully aware of my background.
because you said we all knew about your background, but
We
Tommaso
know.
does not. Okay.
No.
So Johnny has never informed Tommaso about the full extent of what's going on with Zaylen.
All right, I'll see if I can get that cleared up.
Awesome. Thanks. Any word on the party?
Yeah, actually, I think I've got. Yeah, there's going to be a party tonight. I think we can probably get the group there.
Awesome. You are a miracle worker. I will talk to you later.
All right, and then about 45 minutes later, you get a text that there is an invitation to the entire group at a party in the hills for Sandrew's home.
Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit and I'm just gonna go to Issa and Zaylen's apartment.
It's a shared apartment now.
It's a shared studio apartment of all things. There is no space.
So Johnny knows where it is. He's just never been there.
Mhm.
So like he is unaware of how tiny it is.
Yeah. I think Issa, Zaylen there, or did Zaylen come back, or is Zaylen still at the church?
I came back. It was
Okay.
only there for a couple hours.
Okay. Yeah, I think Issa opens the door and they're changed to like some workout gear where like and their hair's like her hair's in a bun and like, you know, she's wearing a sports bra and like leggings. She's like, "Oh, what's up, Johnny?"
Want to go to a party tonight?
Like Zaylen was busy watching her just do pull-ups. And so she's like covered in like sweat. She's like right now?
No, later. It's like 4. The party doesn't start till 8. It's at Sandrew's. I got the address and everything.
Going to a
Sanders
party?
again? And
What?
like while she's
Or did
asking
you-
like who Sanders is, she's gonna start letting Johnny in and be like shutting the door and stuff.
The guy, the basketball player that we saved, you know, that put all the videos up, like the 300,000 follower
Oh.
TikTok guy.
That guy.
Yeah, Tommaso secured a invite for the whole group.
Cool. I don't. I mean.
We
like
should
parties.
go. We should go. We should go. It'll be
Okay.
fun.
I guess we're going. And I think she like waves around. She's like, find a place to sit. I'll be with y'all. Y'all hang out. I'm gonna go hose down. I'll be back.
All right, have fun.
Have fun.
At this point, Johnny kind of realizes how small the apartment is.
Yeah, it's so the main colors are like black and like white, so like very like marble-esque, like carpet sort of style. Black furniture mostly. And yeah, there's like a queen size bed like in the front. Like in the back part, but in the front part there's like a little living area, like with a couch and like a TV with a radio, like a radio underneath it with for the police scanner. And then like the kitchen's just like a very like a nook right next to the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
As I sit down, I kind of shoot Marrow and Ivy a text like party at Sanders, 8 o'clock, uniform up. If you're interested. Question mark. Zaylen's excited. I just look at Zaylen. So where did you sleep?
Ouch.
The couch. That can't be comfortable. Like, do you want a bed? I can get you a bed.
This place is very small for a bed, Johnny.
Well, why are you guys in such a small place?
Because I couldn't stay in the hacks. And usually in the hex, I just sleep in a corner. It's not like I need a lot of space. I can crunch up very small.
Wait, you didn't have a bed at the Hex?
Did you ever see a bed?
I never looked for one.
It's a Murphy bed, actually. No kidding.
It's a Murphy bed, but we never showed Zalen how to get it down. Never
Jalen
once.
has to
You're never aware how it
into
works.
and sleep up and down
Wait.
like in space.
Okay. We had one installed for you. It's
What?
it's behind the bookshelf. Didn't we ever show you?
No.
We're gonna fix this.
Can I just point out that might be why no one showed Zalen how to use it, because if you have a Murphy bed behind a bookshelf, every time you pull it down, all the books are gonna come just.
To be fair, it could be like instead of being a pull down one, it opens up the door and then you pull down the bed.
Okay, that'll make sense. I was like, a bad idea. Yeah, that makes sense. It opens up and then pops down.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of one that has a bookshelf, but they're just like, you only put knickknacks that you're willing to super glue into this bookshelf. You only put these fake books we got you because this is a Murphy bed bookshelf.
Oh no, I can almost see it like being one of those things, like the cube shelf, where when you bring it down, the cubes actually rotate to then be the thing you're on. But then,
Oh, that would have made sleeping a lot easier.
that'd be so cool.
God. I mean, the corner was pretty comfy, but man, a bed would have been nice.
I am so sorry that no one showed you that.
Oh, it's all right, Johnny.
So I have another question.
Mhm.
What do you do all day? Like, did you just hang out here? Like, it's never occurred to me you don't go to school with us or anything. What do you do all day?
I don't do much. I wait for you guys to come home.
Do you want to go to school? We can arrange it. Tommaso can get you paperwork and get you into school with us every day. I can cover my family can cover the bill. I've got an unlimited credit card. They won't know the difference.
Johnny, I don't exactly fit in. I had a guy at the Presbyterian church today ask me what I was, and that happens a lot. That happens a lot, and like,
Well,
I mean, yeah, I like that. I would, but I don't. I mean, do you go to school with other like no one outside of you guys knows what I am, and like I don't know if you guys go to school with other mutants or not, but like
no, there's one kid that has a mutation, but it's nothing like
Amherst?
yours. No, not him. He has powers. I'm talking mutation. We got one guy that his eyes like stick out of his head like a snail. It's weird, but I
I'm
would make
gray.
sure you're in all my classes, and we would not let anybody mess with you.
Really?
Yes, I will keep you. If you want to go to school and have something to do all day,
Yeah.
I can make that. Okay, I will talk to Tommaso and we will make that happen.
Yeah,
Right, well,
I like that. Thank you.
Pop over to Ivy. So after this, your schoolwork is done, Ivy. What are you doing?
I think Ivy would probably just be laying on their bed, like listening to music, because she's probably a little like worn out from the night before. Then getting the text from Johnny. I think they'll probably like look at the text and be like, a party? Oh God. And then maybe probably text Marrow and be like, are you gonna go to this party tonight?
While this is happening, you just they're up there. They're going through the scene, and it is every like 30 seconds. The 30 that'd be a miracle. Every 3-4 seconds, the line, and you're sort of giving line when your phone dings up, and it's Ivy.
Let's hold for 1 second, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like he is on the verge of tears, She looks very frustrated, even though she's very frustrated with him, but she's as much of a problem as he.
Do you guys know improv exercises? Do you want to know like zip zap zop?
Yeah.
Why don't you two just do some like, or if you have like a ball or something, just why don't just get in the right energy
He's good.
space with each other?
Red ball. Thank you. And they do the red ball. Like, was only too good. God, it's not.
Yeah, it's rough.
Neither of them know enough that for that is not a 2-person exercise. They start doing it. No, you can go ahead.
Yeah. I text back to Ivy. I'm like, maybe. I'm not 100% sure yet, but do you think people would be weirded out if I wore my other mask? I feel like Marrow has like multiple masks, like that like provide different amounts of coverage.
Which one?
Sideways Phantom of the Opera. It's one of those ones that just covers like here.
Yeah, you should definitely wear that one.
Yeah.
Have you heard from anyone else besides Johnny?
And I think as you are saying that, you'll both get a text from Issa while she's in the like the shower's running, but she's like in the bathroom. And she's
Like we're into a group text?
no, just like individually. Pinged.
Okay. Oh my God.
Like,
Not like
hey,
that,
you're
but
going to
yes.
the party.
Yes, I show up to the party in that.
Is that a sleep no more mask?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sleep No More is amazing.
I had a friend who had one of those, and he just bothered me with it. He'd start poking me with the bill like all the time, like while he's wearing it.
What does Issa text us?
She texts y'all like, "Hey, did y'all hear about the party? Are y'all going?"
I text Issa back and say, I'm trying to figure out if Marrow's going because I don't know. I don't really want to go if it's just going to be Johnny.
I mean, Johnny's here. Zalen's very excited.
Oh, well, okay, maybe then.
I guess and by proxy, I'm going as well. So
The real question is Rosalind invited to this party?
It's one of those that like everybody is aware of the party because Sandra's parents are not gone, but they do many weekends.
Yeah.
Essentially take off to allow parties to happen there.
Yeah, they let him do
Are
his
they
mini TikTok hype house.
Are they one of those parents like we prefer you drink in the house?
Yeah.
I'd rather you drink here
Don't touch my good scotch, please.
with 200 people from the school
Yeah.
than it's someone else's place.
Oh, you
It's
gotta
fair.
love parents like that.
They actually have a COI for their house in case something happens. Like they have a certificate of insurance. They're registered as a business.
Just for their TikTok star son.
Well, just in case if one of these kids gets hurt doing something,
Yeah.
then they're kind of covered.
I mean, the good news is there'll be plenty of video, probably if that happens.
There you go. If it's one of those things where you're just supposed to show up, then Marrow texts back like, if you're going, I'm going to Issa.
and I think you get like a little purple heart being like, bless. So I have more people there.
Wait, did Johnny say that we are to be dressed in our costume?
Mhm.
I mean, I don't have a costume, but is everyone else aside from Marrow showing up in their costume?
Oh yeah, no one
Okay.
knows really
Right.
about Issa yet. So in being Obsidian,
Right.
so she's like,
Except for
yeah, I
me.
gotta pull the costume out.
Ivy's like, should I go loose or tight?
Did you text me or Johnny?
No, the loose version is the picture I posted in our Discord.
Where you look like a hedge monster.
Yeah.
That's what Ivy looks like when they're not like heightened into human form. Just like this massive mound of vines and green shit.
Like pissed off swamp things about to eat people.
Yeah.
I think Issa text. Was that a text to Issa or a text to Mara when you asked that?
Or Johnny.
Probably Issa.
Okay, I think you get like a couple. Like it bounces around for a second. And I think it's more like, just until they know you more, maybe go tight.
Okay.
Because I love loosey goosey, but not everybody knows you like that.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
All
I'll
right.
text Marrow back and be like, I just talked to Obsidian or Issa. I think I'm gonna go.
Cool. I'll be there as well.
Cool. I can't wait to see your mask.
She just sends that emoji. Just the
just the tongue out.
yeah. It's her favorite.
How many? So Rosalind's going not in costume.
No, if it's like invite, if it's base invite, and I feel like Rosalind's popular, but like doesn't have like someone who's like, can't wait to see you there. I'll be disappointed if you're not there. So like if she doesn't show up, people will just assume that she like had work or something.
Like Rosalind has like, it's cooler if she doesn't go. It's like she's so above everything. She's like, yeah, I didn't have time for that. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, but when I do show up, I'm
Yes,
not that fun.
It's an event. It's an event.
I'd sit in the corner and glower.
I drink while I'm glowering. Thank you very much.
All right. So do you all end up get together beforehand and show up together, or does everyone just sort of wander in?
Did they come to my apartment?
I think at least the three of us that are in the same room right now are going together.
It's the same room because it's one big. Yeah, I think as Issa's getting ready, there's like a curtain in between just the bedroom space and like the living space, and she's like in a towel, but there's like a device. Gosh, sorry, and she like closes the curtain so she's like so she can get dressed in peace.
Zaylin has no boundaries, so it's like.
And Johnny's just like this, just like horse blinders.
Yeah.
Johnny's like, this is a cool straw that you have in your Dunkin' Donuts cup.
How much
orange.
Well, Johnny just almost always has his costume on. He has like 5 of them. So every day when he gets dressed, he like puts the costume on, then his clothes.
The Albert Einstein. I'm not wasting brain power in the morning deciding what to wear.
It's dictated via contract which sponsors are on which costumes on which days, specific times.
On Wednesdays, it's like a pink sponsor.
I love
On
that
Wednesday,
energy drink.
It's T-Mobile.
All right, so Ivy and Mero, are you going separately? Or?
I know I go immediately to Johnny because I just assume he wants us to make an entrance, and I want to make him happy.
I think.
So you come to the apartment too? Yeah.
Ivy will probably forget to like clarify this and just assume everyone's showing up separately. And so Ivy's gonna show up to the party alone, like hoping to like just kind of bump into the rest of y'all as you all walk up individually from your
I imagine that Ivy gets there right as the group messages.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping happens.
Them like, where are you?
And it's just kind of like this, like, oh.
Yeah, so Ivy's as you're coming up. It's one of those houses that like the side of it's almost entirely glass, and it looks out like it's sort of like in the near suburbs, like woods and stuff around. Like basically a block away, you can start hearing the music, and there are cars like basically taking up every possible space on that street for multiple blocks.
Sandra's parties are always like so legit.
Oh, and I just want to clarify, Michael, for Issa's car, the license plate flips out every time she goes out as Obsidian, just because she has a little bit of the criminal background, like because of her family. So like they have that at least installed for her. So her license plate flips, yeah.
And it actually is Obsidian.
Yeah. Oh,
Vanity
yes.
plate.
Yes. I love that.
All right, so yeah, the rest of you kind of gotten ready at the all the 4 of you have basically like piled into the very small apartments to get ready.
Little studio. She's like, "Yeah, come on in."
Guys, are we sure we want to use this apartment as our new base?
Y'all suggested it.
Well, no, you offered it.
I offered Zaylin.
Well, I have like a 4-bedroom apartment. Like,
why didn't you say anything?
Like, come to my place?
I mean, I'm fine living here, but like, I think we
Well,
should have the
You have
meetings
4
there.
bedrooms?
yeah,
Why?
because
Who
my
else lives
parents,
there?
no one.
Wait, I thought Tommaso lived with you. No,
What?
No,
No,
Tommaso doesn't.
why would Tommaso live with him? That would be weird.
no, I don't know their life
I
dynamics.
thought it was like a personal assistant.
Yeah.
No, he's my public relations. He just finds me stuff to do.
Tommaso
You live-
has other clients.
Yeah,
You live
I'm
in
not.
a 4-bedroom apartment by yourself?
Yeah. Like,
Like normal. I know.
do you guys want to
I
come
mean,
to
I
my
can't speak of
place?
anything. I've been living in the corner of an office space.
Oh, that's where I look at the other two. I'm like, Zaylin was unaware that we installed a bed.
We installed a bed.
Not. Wait, you didn't know there was a bed?
I didn't know there's a bed there.
I knew there was a bed, and I thought you all knew. And I will admit, I was worried about this exact situation, but I didn't want to bring it up.
I cannot stress this enough. I may have not literally been born yesterday, but for all intents and purposes, I was born yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just
No, it's okay.
Forgot.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
But no, the corner was comfy. It was fine. It was fine. It's fine.
But
You have 4 bedrooms. You see, you don't mind, do you?
nah, I mean, if I definitely want you to be comfortable in this.
I want you to be comfortable.
I-
You seem
what if we just get bunk beds?
Well, yeah.
But also, it would be very funny if Zaylin lived with Johnny. I mostly just wanted to say the words bunk beds, if I'm being honest.
I think you sold Zaylin on bunk beds. Well,
Zaylin, we could also get bunk beds at Johnny's place.
I mean, all of you are welcome to stay at my apartment if you want to. Like, I have a lot of stuff that never gets used.
Okay.
What's
Okay.
the climbing outside your building qualifications? Is it good? Is there a lot of things that little bones could grip onto?
Yes, yeah,
Oh.
you'd be fine.
That's nice. Thank you.
Oh, bones. Oh, Jesus.
Well, I'm not Spider-Man. I'm not sticky.
I know.
Big glass buildings are difficult.
Okay, fair. And I think it says like thanks for the invite. I think I like having my space. My first time living alone since I have like 6 siblings. So it's
Johnny
nice
could
to
still. It could be our headquarters. We could use that as like base. Now that we can't go back to Hex.
Well, we have to make appearances at the Hex. We just
Well,
can't talk
I gotta
about
get
stuff there.
I have to get my records from the Hex.
Your
yes,
records?
we have- All my vinyls are there.
Oh yeah.
And the player.
Oh, okay.
Let's cut over to Ivy real quick. So Ivy, as you're standing outside the car, like looking at the thing, that you just hear this, "God damn it!" And then there's like someone like storms out and goes, "Tired of you always right in front of my yard. You're probably come here and then you're gonna puke." And then this probably woman in her early 40s, and then just kind of stops when she just takes a look at you.
Hi.
Are you going to the party?
I guess.
Andrew's parties are all the time damn annoying. Are you in high school? Oh, I saw you on that video.
Yeah, that was me.
Just kind of stops, and then she sort of kind of walks up closer and goes, "You saved that basketball team. Oh, you saved Sandra.
Well,
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't,
go in the hospital for just a little bit, just so I can get some sleep on a Friday."
it wasn't just me. I didn't really do anything.
Looks back and looks at you and goes, "I've lived in Philly my entire life. You know how many superheroes I've seen?
Probably a lot.
A lot. And damn it, when I said you did something, you fucking did something. I saw you rip that machine straight off that guy's back. Right? That was you.
Yeah, I did that, I guess. She kind of like starts like scratching her head.
No,
like,
no.
You're really uncomfortable.
Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. You did that.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I did.
That was awesome. I couldn't do that. I'd have
Thanks.
probably been frictioned or whatever the hell happened with that, whatever that dude was.
He's a nice guy.
Oh.
He just needs
Well,
help,
Got a good heart, don't you?
I guess.
Kind of smiles, looks, and just like your hand kind of goes on your shoulder. He just goes, look, there's a lot of assholes out there. A lot of people are never going to be able to do what you can do. And I saw you helped save those people. And you're sitting here not taking credit. When, damn it, you deserve credit. That wildfire dude, I see him every once in a while showing up places. You know he's probably taking credit. Like, I don't follow him on anything, but I'll guarantee you it's up all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, Johnny's a lot.
Smiles, she just kind of laughs, and she goes, look, just have a bit of, damn it, you're a superhero. Have a little bit of confidence in you.
Thanks.
Don't
And I
belittle
think that when she says that, I think that Ivy's normal, like, tight human form
Mhm.
is kind of like slouched over a little bit and like kind of just like trying at her best to just like not be there. And after this person says it to her, she kind of like morphs herself a little bit more, like feels a little bit like maybe I'll just be a little more proud of what I did. A little like feel a little bit of accomplishment, kind of maybe even subconsciously she does it.
Oh yeah.
All right, are you going to accept moving your freak down and your savior up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
And then she goes, all right, and if you're going up to Sandrews, if you could see fit to help a middle-aged lady who's down here who would like to get to bed at a relatively early time, because I do have to work on Saturday, 10:30 would be nice if it got quieter.
I can manipulate technology. And then she kind of like winks and then like turns around and just starts walking towards the house.
And like the peal of laughter you hear from behind is very satisfying. All right.
I get very Ali Sheedy and the Breakfast Club vibes from Ivy.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah.
Also, Ivy, let us go a little bit, like make it like 11:30 at the latest. Like she can stay up for an extra 45 minutes. Party ending at 10:45. We're gonna be there for 4 minutes.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, we are at 8:25. We want to go ahead and take like 5 minutes and then come back and do the last half.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right. We'll go ahead and do a 5-minute break. See you in a bit. Take down though. All right, and we are back for the party. So is everyone else like on their way? Ivy, do you want to get in there first, or are you waiting for the others?
I think Ivy will probably wander in thinking that. No, you know what? I think Ivy will probably walk up to the front steps and then like just look through the glass to see, and then maybe just kind of like sit on the stoop waiting.
Yeah, there's a couple people out there sort of drinking, and one's like smoking, just like, oh, you're the. Oh, let Sandra know. Sandra, hey, you're the Ivy, right?
Yeah, hey,
Is that the name you go by, or would they people know you as a different name?
I think that. So Ivy's real name is Alicia, but I think that it's just impossible to not recognize who they are. So they've just kind of just started to go by Ivy as like their new name.
Yeah, Ivy, you're Oh, I saw you. That was. Wait, is the rest of the team showing up?
Is he holding that cigarette in the hand he's pointing at me with?
Yeah.
Okay. Ivy's gonna like back away from the cigarette.
Is this your cousin in here? Is this a?
She's gonna laugh, like shot like a awkward chuckle, and then or awkward laugh, and then be like, no, it's fire.
Oh, sorry. Hey, this is. It's not a lot. I mean, it's difficult. The only thing you can really light on fire with that is another cigarette. But hey, what's your team name? I don't think it was on the news.
We didn't come up with a team name yet, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Ivy's gonna say, I don't know. Are we supposed to have like I don't know. Are we supposed to have that?
A lot of superhero teams. You got to figure out what you got to brand yourself. You see, if I've learned anything from Sandra, and as it comes like the smoke around him, it's two types of smoke around him. There's the weed smoke kind of cutting through the kind of harsher cigarette smoke. He goes, "Listen, there's a couple things that Sandra taught me. You got to be a brand. People forget people. People remember."
Sounds like more along Johnny's thing. I don't really know. This isn't really my.
I'm surprised Johnny didn't name you.
I'm sure he has something brewing already.
It's in product testing.
And she like looks to see if the guy that she's talking to has like is like on the same side as them, or if they are like, I don't know. As far as like Johnny, like they're feeling the waters out with like their relationship with Johnny and this person they're talking to's relationship with Johnny.
There's a certain person that you can kind of tell, like if other people have managed to get themselves some level of like what they consider fame, which is often like internet numbers and stuff. They are a fan. They're one of those chasers.
Right.
So like seems to be huge into what Sandra is doing and seems very cool with John.
Okay. Yeah, Ivy will probably be like, just say what they said, and then just be like, I don't know. Johnny's kind of the leader of our team, so I mean, if that's what we are, I mean, Johnny's not really the leader, but optics, you know.
All right.
But you can't tell anybody that.
I won't. You want me to introduce you to people?
No, it's cool. It's cool. I'll wait for my friends.
It kind of goes to the door and goes, "You want to come and grab something to drink while your friends are on the way?"
No, I'll wait out here. It's fine.
All right. And then heads back in. We'll say about this time, y'all probably drive up.
Yeah, find a spot somewhere along the road.
You do like as you're sort of walking up, you do see a woman in her early 40s just out on a porch, just. And there's a moment she kind of goes by. Ivy's waiting for you.
You know, Ivy?
It's my number one fan.
We just met. 10:30 would be nice.
Johnny's just like confused, but just does his usual like peace sign and keeps on going.
30. Okay.
Marrow just like grows whenever she gets like uncomfortable. She starts like growing more facial bones.
Just like out the cheeks.
Yeah, just like just
Cheekbones
starts
so
getting
sharp
spiky.
they can cut.
They can. Nobody's gonna punch me in the face.
All right. So for the people who go to the school, is there anybody at the school that y'all have a crush on?
Do you mind if I roll for this? Because I'm conflicted about Marrow.
However you want to do that.
I think Issa has a bunch of people that she's interested in, but also she's still new and sussing people out a bit.
Who's the one you probably say is you're the most like? I would like for you to be single and interested.
It's probably one of the basketball the women's basketball like players.
Marietta.
Yeah, Marietta.
All right.
I'm gonna say Johnny is not really actively interested in anyone, but there are definitely, if somebody were to approach him, he might be interested.
Okay.
Like
He's like, I don't chase, okay?
he
I gotta handle my brand, but if you call me if you're
yeah, he's kind of like so
Johnny's not
focused.
thirsty.
Yeah, not at all. I think he even really questions where he's at in the whole like straight by
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, I was
is.
going to ask if Johnny had a gender preference. In
I'm
dating,
gonna say he's uncertain at this moment. Like he's interested in girls, but he's also interested in guys, and he's just not quite sure because he's never really had a significant other, so he doesn't know.
It's
Matzo
hypothetical so far.
Yeah.
Matzo is focus grouping this to see what sells best.
Yeah. Also, we could create based off of this. We could create a gay pun team name now. I think
Yes.
once Johnny's comfortable.
Yeah. And I think Issa's also probably, I don't, just to toot my own little horn a bit, because she's a new girl and she's like very fashionable and she's pretty. Like she's a pretty person.
And also athletic as fuck.
Yeah, very athletic. I think she's made caught in eyes of like a lot of other people. Maybe like a whole lot, but a couple eyes here and there. But yeah. But
I think Ivy's probably ace.
I was about to say the same thing for Marrow.
Yeah.
I love our ace babies.
Yeah.
For Rosalind as well?
Rosalind has someone she's interested in, but not sexually. Like just she has a very weird emotional connection to Georgia Clark. They were very close in elementary school and they grew apart in middle school, and now they go to the same high school. And there's just like, it's just like an emotion bomb of like past, present, future. Do I like you? Is this just a weird attachment from childhood? I don't know. Pay attention to me, but also don't look at me.
Right, so I figured, like, do I just want the friendship back, or do I want a connection?
Yeah. I want to hold hands with in the field running with you. Is that straight or gay? I don't know. I don't know. That seems
allow
like
platonic affection in your life.
All I know is if I tell you, you're probably going to say no, and I'll die alone. So I'm not going to say anything.
Oh no!
If I ever tell anyone, I'll combust. That's not my power, but I'll combust. I swear to God.
I think Zaylin doesn't have anything in particular right now. I think they haven't really thought about it that hard. Again, they admire David Bowie a lot, and they're like, well, that seems like a good place to start. So they don't. Their preferences are wide open. They're like, oh, everything seems good and life is a buffet. Yes.
You know the gender spectrum? That.
Yeah.
David Bowie gender spectrum.
Really. Their ideal partner is David Bowie, era 1974, probably.
So around this part where, as you guys are sort of approaching, Ivy's out front, and there's a couple other people who sort of come out there and been like, hey, and then stood uncomfortably because like they want to come out to talk or something, but they're also fairly shy and you're you, so they're not quite sure what to do or say.
Hi,
Oh, hey!
we're here for a party.
These ones out here kind of nod. And Ivy, they've
Hey,
just been looking at you like,
And Ivy's just like,
Is this
yeah,
Sandrew's
Zalen, I,
house?
I think they know. This is yeah, this is it. This is the party, Zalen.
Cool. Cool.
Johnny
Awesome.
just kind of does his signature, just walks up, is like, Pete, hey guys, how you doing? Like gives them both high fives and just
hey,
bursts open the door.
I think Obsidian's in the back, just sort of like arms crossed over her chest and just sort of like wearing her, those goggles, so like and like obscuring like most of her face, and she's just sort of like you just see her just judging people, like just like looking at people, just like
you're just the quiet one in the group hanging back and not talking to
yeah,
people. But what is
for
everyone
right
else?
now. Yeah.
Sandrew very quickly comes up. Johnny, hey, folks, they're here. What's your team name?
Oh shit.
The cool kids.
The team. Shit. Johnny will think of something right on the spot, but give me a second. I'm gonna talk to my group here.
Yep.
What is a team name that Johnny will say that will not offend everybody, but everybody's gonna be like, "How are you? Where'd you come up with this?"
We can't do Johnny and the gays.
No, I don't think Johnny's egotistical, but I don't think he would put his name in it. Like he would want an all-encompassing because that's what the audience would want. Like he's very audience-minded, and if it was like Wildfire and Friends, like people would be like, "Well, why is Wildfire?" Like he's very conscious of that type of stuff.
So we got bone, plants, muscle, fire, and whatever I am. The elementals.
We're the elementals.
Do you all like that?
I have no strong opinion.
I'm apathetic, so that works for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Have any of you even heard of the Elementals comic book?
Yes.
I've
No.
not, but it sounds
Like
cool.
the one from the 80s?
I had a couple issues.
Yeah, Bill Willingham, who's better known to most people from Fables, did a really kind of sometimes brutally real superhero book called The Elementals. It was really interesting.
Didn't they make a show?
Yeah.
I thought they made a show about that recently. Maybe I must be
Remember
wrong.
something else called that, but The Elementals.
I think in Invincible.
No. It was
No.
literally called The Elementals. It was in the 1980s, and it had like the original four, like I can't remember the name of all of them, but like Vortex, Fathom, Monolith. It was I can't remember the one with fire because it wasn't like Firestar, but it was like all elemental powers, and then that shit got and also brutal and also very adult sometimes. I remember it being good. It's been years since I've read them, but yeah. So the elementals, everyone kind of goes, and he's got his thing out. He goes, "I am here. These people saved my life. We are here at the party because Xandru party. All sorts of people show up. So look, what was it like taking on Gammers?"
It was a lot of fun, but I think you need to talk to this individual. And he points right at Obsidian.
Oh my god!
Obsidian here is the one who did all the damage, and all the rage was so impressive. You need to talk to them.
Is Marrow inside yet? Because I think Ivy, as soon as Johnny started talking to Sandra, just like stayed out on the porch.
Oh, Marrow is standing behind you.
Okay.
She was going to talk to you, and then she just had like a one-off line she wanted to say to you, and then it ended up not happening.
Okay. Yeah, they're just like it was like as soon as Johnny walked in, it was like Sandrew. Ivy was like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for like 5 minutes to go inside."
Can't you guys do one of those things where like it's almost like he's a steady cam where he turns sort of perfectly, almost just like pivots in so that you're in the background and goes, "Obsidian, hey! Look, what was it like beating the living shit out of Gammers?"
I mean, what do you think it's like being someone up?
You're so used to it. So used to it. It's not a thing. Not a thing to beat the hell out of Mr. Friction.
You gotta
And
give
I
it. You
think
gotta
I
give
think
it
she
to
sort of just like
Sandrew.
looks at him and like you can see that she's trying so hard not to say something smart. And smart I mean by sarcastic, but like
He goes, back with you later. Well, it's so great to see. We got some beer over here. Like, just starts pointing out some stuff and goes, so great to see y'all. Welcome to have fun. Like, the team's here, a whole bunch of other people. You're all, like, under 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Okay,
What's
like,
up?
just 'cause
Very much so.
if one of you is, like, 26, this becomes really weird.
Oh, yeah.
No,
okay.
no, we're not. Hey,
Oh,
Sandrew, Zaylin here has never been to a party. Let's give them a really fun time.
But also, like first timers, not too fun.
all right. Zaylin, how do you feel about beer?
I've never had it.
do you have anything harder than the beer?
We got Everclear and Kool-Aid.
Also, beer, like, what's that? Do you have Sambuca?
Parents probably do. We got a bar.
All right. Zaylen, you're not having beer. You're having Sambuca.
Okay.
It tastes
Hey,
like
cool.
licorice. Don't
Hey, if
worry.
you're oh god, oh that stuff. Oh,
Cool,
oh.
cool,
Oh,
cool, cool.
I
it
cool,
actually
is
had it.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was my first drink. There we go.
I actually don't mind licorice flavor and stuff. I really don't. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Zaylen seems like a licorice person, so that's why I'm
Yeah,
going with this.
I think if you're gonna hit the bar, Issa's like, get me some tequila, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ivy
Jo-
is going to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Johnny.
No, you do first.
Okay.
I've had
I
enough.
was gonna say, because Marrow was standing behind Ivy, and then Marrow went inside and started like directing Zaylin to the bar. It's gonna be the same situation with Ivy as Zaylin, but Ivy's definitely a little less like, yeah, let me just jump on that and try it. But they will kind of like follow and like just like very shyly get a drink and like sip it in the corner to like taste it first.
Is Johnny being like dragged off somewhere or to like talk to people or?
Well, Johnny has his phone out and he is taking pictures with people. He is hamming it up. Like he comes to parties to take pictures with people and hang out. He doesn't really ever drink. He's just there to like get his face more out there. So
All right. That's
Right,
fair.
So you
I think
said going
just-
with them to get drinks, or
No, Obsidian actually is going to do just a lap around the whole house because that's who she is as a person.
Mhm.
She has to make sure where all the exits are, what rooms are there, kind of get
think-
like a look of all the faces that are there.
I thought you were gonna say a lap socially, and I was like, oh, this is a
No,
new
definitely
side to
not.
Obsidian.
Like people will be like, "Oh, hey, Obsidian," and she would just sort of like look at them and just keep walking.
and Ivy, I think you said you were following them to get something to drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Marrow and Zaylin to the bar and just kind of like stand behind them and like
So-
taste it.
So how often do you drink this Sambuca stuff? How often
So
do
we're
this?
gonna do this one, and then we're gonna see what happens to your body and also your mind.
and
So
East,
if-
and Obsidian said she wanted me to get her tequila.
yes, which I will prepare for you, but also by that I mean I will give you a small, tiny red cup.
Okay.
But you got to find her, and also don't spill it.
Okay.
She wandered off somewhere, but
We'll find her.
yeah. So after you drink this, you don't drink anything else for like an hour. Like, so you
Okay.
can do soda, you can do water. You just only do this for like an hour, and then we see how you're feeling. And then after that, we can try
Like
something
an
else.
experiment.
Yes, like an experiment.
Henry used to do these all the time. These are great. Henry used to do this all the time. Yes. Great.
Yeah. I'm also just gonna really quick, just tequila.
And
Be very careful.
Ivy, this also has the tequila and is like takes like a sniff
Don't
It does one of
smell
these.
it.
and then like holds their nose and just shoots it, and then it's like
that face.
It's not a beer. You don't have to hold your nose. Do you need lime?
Right?
Oh,
Why does that taste like black jelly beans?
That's on purpose. It's supposed to taste. That's why I picked it, because beer tastes like ass.
Marrow, why is my throat on fire?
I don't know, because you're weak.
Oh.
Weak.
And then like it calms down for a second, and then they start to get that like, okay.
Do you
Lime,
drink this a lot?
lime.
this-
I'm just putting it in places that's not your mouth. Just like
It's like
lime.
on my shoulder.
So Johnny, while you're making the kind of rounds, talk about the Ty Mullen, one of the basketball players, he goes, Johnny, hey,
Hey, how's it going?
oh, this thing comes that goes in for like the hug.
Just give him the hug.
There's a hug, kind of like hangs back and goes, when you, oh my god, you practically punched Gammer's ball.
Yeah, it was I didn't know I had that kind of strength, man. Usually I just use the fire and it came out of nowhere, really. I think it was just the anger of he's in my school attacking my friends. Our basketball team that's going to go to states this year. What the hell's wrong with him?
That's right. State, we are on our way. And as he's doing the other thing when you're talking to someone and like their hand kind of touches your arm and then just stays there for a bit. And Ty's just like, y'all were so amazing. Like we thought, is weird, Gammers. We never expected Gammers to be a thing. Then his hand kind of like disengages. And he goes, we ever thought would be a problem, but you just came in there and who'd have thought, man? Gammers.
I mean, as you know, people are developing powers later and earlier. It's so weird anymore. And I think he just didn't know how to react to having new powers. And once that was taken care of and he got scared, Obsidian kicked the shit out of him. Man, Obsidian is a monster. Did you see her like bloody him up?
I like right. Man, I thought after you knocked him through the wall almost, but that was just bam, bam, bam. That was awesome. Listen, I'm gonna get a drink. You want anything?
No, I'm good for now. I'm just gonna keep making some rounds, meeting some more people. Maybe when the dance floor gets kicking, I'll be out there for a little bit. But
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I want to
See you
say
there,
in the
man.
background that like whenever like Issa's doing the rounds, like she saw the arm on the hand on the arm thing, and she noted it, but didn't say anything, kept walking.
He looks so. You just say he looks a little sad as he walks away.
Oh,
He's trying to engage interest. Issa, you
I think Johnny's just oblivious.
oh, but
oh, buddy.
Johnny, that's the
Johnny.
young gay experience. Is you think everyone is flirting until one person is, and then they're not. They're really not. Or no, the opposite.
all of the above.
Are,
Yes,
and you're just
Yeah.
they are, and you're just like,
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, we were flirting. We thought that was just joking. We were just being friendly, right? What? What?
what?
And Issa, as you're kind of like heading around, checking out the place, upstairs, kind of one of the rooms, you see Marietta. She's talking with a girl who seems a lot more into her than Marietta's into her. As they're kind of having that conversation, they're up there, and Marietta's just kind of got a drink in her hand, talking to
Is it
someone
this like in
who's
the bedroom or like upstairs, like loft area?
in the hallway, in like
Oh,
a
in the hallway,
hallway.
okay.
Yeah, and just like person she's talking to, Cammy,
Mhm.
has eyes like only for Marietta.
Yeah. Is Gamey also on the basketball team?
No, but Cammy is plays soccer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Issa sees Marionetta, but is kind of confident and like try to keep the real cool going on. So it just like sort of walks past and is like, "What's up?"
Hey, and like she like Marietta like physically disengages from Cammy, or it's that sort of turns that leaves Cammy kind of like with shoulder and back,
Mm-hmm.
and goes, "You're Obsidian.
Yep.
You beat the living shit out of Gammers.
Yeah, I did.
Is it dangerous? I would have never thought in a million years, but
I mean, shit started glowing. I don't want to take the chance, you know.
They showed up here for what? TikTok points.
We got invited by Sammers, Sandrew. I think she calls him Sammers for a second because she doesn't actually really care. And then she's like, "Oh, Sandrew, sorry."
He just kind of laughs and goes, "I don't know. I was like being here that much either, but it's a chance to get
Yeah.
a drink and hang."
Yeah, actually, speaking of drink, I probably should go downstairs. Go refresh.
It kind of looks like hers is like half full. Because I could probably use one too. I'm almost out.
Yeah. And then like she's like, you want to come with me?
Yeah. What ways do you have that kind of lets you know if there's things happening in the area? Because I'm sure Obsidian keeps track of that stuff.
I think she has like an ongoing like maybe like a earpiece that like has like either like police reports or like something like that or anything
Set
like
to
that.
specific codes or like
Yeah.
like what the numbers, because like you don't want to get every like domestic violence or whatever
Yeah.
like in the ear, just because like every public urination can't be coming in here.
Yeah, so she like he picks up on like radio stuff.
You're urinating in public.
Or
I
if
will
there's
destroy you.
within the 5, I'm gonna say probably like in a, I don't know if I'm gonna do 5 block or 5 mile, maybe 5 blocks just to keep it closer for her brain so she can get there. She'll actually have like radio frequency pickup, so like if there's like alarms going off or something like that, she can like she knows.
And they're just kind of boop, 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 kind of pops in your ear, and then you just hear part of a police report. Solace fighting Mecha Mask, and then the neighborhood gives us right around near where all of you are. Seen fighting currently in the air. Mecha Mask is having some problems. We can get some officers out there.
And I think while she's walking, she actually just stops walking and listens for a second.
Solace is someone you know. I mean, you've not met her or fought or anything, but Solace is a fairly well known, almost like very strong, quick, can fly. Almost as a vampire kind of look. If you look in the Mask game itself, I put a picture of Solace up. Deck of villainy.
Oh.
Mecha Mask.
So how old is Solace, real quick?
Kind of cute.
Solace is like looks like early mid 20s.
All right.
Get a redemption arc for
adult.
Solace.
Off the table.
Where is that picture?
Oh, if you go out to the main Masks page, it's I've got it like there.
I cannot see it.
Just scroll over to the right.
It's just Davy Havoc. It's
it's near the
it's
Google
a dream
Drive.
boat. It's like the dream boat.
I will
It's
put
Chris Angel. And
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of
Oh.
like a sexy.
Freak!
It's a sexy non-binary Chris Angel
Oh
with a
my
chest
God.
tattoo,
Oh.
like a big chest piece.
Well, damn.
Okay, between this and between
Damn.
Christy Smirnoff,
why do you do this to us, Michael?
she steps on the ring, drops all of them. I just look up and you're all just like,
I
love
was
her.
washing dishes and I was just like,
what happened to burlesque shows? Step on my throat! Like, okay.
I mean, I wasn't that person, but yeah.
So, Mecha Mask is someone who 15 years ago was at the top of their game. It's kind of like this might be dating myself a little bit. When Michael Jordan quit and then came back and did baseball for a while and then came back and was like,
Oh yeah,
kind of a
Space Jam.
Yeah, no,
The original.
after Space Jam. But he used
I remember that the next 3 championships that barely got there. Yeah.
yeah, he was absolutely indomitable, and then became it. It was just a little sad that like Mecha Mask. If Mecha Mask had retired when he probably would have been good, but like lately has been kind of knocked around by.
All right, so yeah, I think she like as she's like walking with Marionetta, she'll stop and like listen,
Hmm?
and then be
Uh,
like,
We
Good
also
area.
still have our earpieces to communicate with each other.
yeah, but I don't think she just wants to say anything out loud because
Mm.
Marionetta's right there, so she'll just like whip up our phone and like text the group.
while that's happening, Ivy is definitely beginning to like the taste of tequila. And I think maybe, I don't know if Mara, you're still at the bar with Zaylin, right?
Marrow is a heavy but has her own style of drinking that does not include multiple shots in under 15 minutes.
Okay. Well, I think Zaylin, Ivy is like does the first shot and is like, okay, that was kind of good.
I think I'm feeling something.
Lime.
And then yeah, and then they like dip the lime in salt and like bite it, and then they're like, yeah, and
That's
then
how you do it.
they just shoot. I don't know. I haven't drank tequila in like fucking
Yeah.
8 years. I don't remember how it works. How
Salt,
do you? Oh yeah, you
lick,
do the salt on
shot,
the wrist.
lime.
Whatever. Fucking whatever. I don't know.
This is just marrow talking. I don't
I'm
even
white.
know if that's right.
I drink whiskey. That's about it.
I never have extra things when I used to drink tequila, so I don't know.
It's not necessary, but
I
you know,
know.
if you're gonna have fun, don't put the salt here at least or something. I don't know.
Do it off someone else's elbow.
The only fun way to do tequila is body shots.
Also a possibility. That's just an excuse to get in there.
Ivy, like immediately after they get over the initial shock, go, yeah, let me get another one of those, and like does it, and then just shoots it, and is like, oh yeah, and then like, I think it's kind of like a lot of like maybe like repressed like shyness is just kind of like coming out as they're like just doing like I think they probably do like 6 shots within 10 minutes, and they're just like, whoa, marrow.
What is your metabolism like?
I'm a plant. I don't really know.
I've never put tequila in a plant, so this might be very good or very bad.
And I think at that point, that's when Obsidian gets sent to the bar.
Marrow, this is what is going on. And then yeah, I think the text rings from Issa.
Yeah. And that's when she also walks into the bar at the same time too as she sends Zach. She didn't realize y'all were still gonna be here. She's like, oh, I could have just said something.
We might have to backpack Ivy. I'm just
Obsidian,
saying.
have you ever had this? This is so good.
What
Try one
is
of
it?
these. And pours a shot of tequila, and like
Oh yeah, this
like reaches out.
my family owns a tequila factory
Taqueria?
in Mexico. Yeah.
Can we go there, please? This is so good.
What's your thing that comes through, Isa?
It's hey, picked up a scan that Mecha what's the guy's name again?
Mega Mind is in danger.
Mecha Mask.
Mecha Mask is fighting Solus.
Arrow, I'm not sure I'm feeling anything.
That's
And
fine.
then I stand up and I immediately fall over.
Okay, all right.
Johnny?
And with
Johnny
that,
is
like, yeah,
the minute
I
he
do.
gets the text, he's out the sliding glass door on the balcony, just looking, scanning for these people fighting.
And Obsidian's gonna take the shot of tequila. It's just like, yeah, it's. I mean, this isn't the greatest, but like, it'll get the job done.
Let's go fight crime. Let's do this thing. Let's just do this thing.
Zaylin is
no.
saying that from the floor still.
Yes.
I think yes.
Help me up.
I think that as this is happening too, gradually one of Ivy's arms has gotten looser,
Oh no.
and like so like when we start to like follow Obsidian out the door, their left arm is like basically just a pile of vines just dragging behind them as they're like just like patting like Marrow on the shoulder, going, this is gonna be so much fun. I can't believe this is gonna be so exciting.
Oh, here's Canada!
all this repressed and like hidden personality is starting to come out.
Put it back in, please.
No.
Johnny, you're the first one to kind of see it. Issa, were you also heading out to look?
I mean, she's gonna take another shot just on the way out, but like, yeah.
Johnny, you can kind of see it's one of those. It's kind of hard to make out, but you've got kind of stuff you're just looking for. Like kind of up through the moon, real quick. You see 2 people, kind of like coming your way in a large arc. From the distance, you can kind of looks like Solace has got Mecha Masks by the throat, and it just and is like flying straight down to a collision course with the big glass window such behind you.
I am going to just do a quick takeoff and try to just like, because Solace isn't expecting me, I'm gonna try to just like tackle Solace off a Mecha Mask, so the impact is gonna be a lot less. At least that is the hope. I would say that would be unleash my powers. Would that, or what would you think?
Yeah. We'll go ahead and do that as you're basically trying to. It's not like a straight out attack, but it is. Do that. Yeah. Roll with your freak.
Okay. 5 + 3. I got an 8.
All right. So for an 8. Yeah, Mark. They'll tell you how the effect is unstable. So yeah, as basically it kind of hits. So what do you do? As he's like looking like straight at Mescamath, you hear him go as you're getting closer. Should have retired when you still had the chance, old man.
As he's like, I know he's heading. I know that like I shot at enough. So what did you say? Like I dictate what happens here.
Well, just tell me what you do, and I'll tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
I am literally just like shooting as like a rocket, just trying to like hit him in the abdomen to like blast him away from Mecha Mask, while Mecha Mask can just like land not as forcefully into the ground.
And Mecha Mask basically like his whole body would turn metallic, like metal. As you kind of hit him, it kind of tumbles out, and there's just a moment where Solace is just sort of floating there in the air and just kind of looks at you as Mecha Mask goes. He just looks at you and just goes, like you've gotten yourself. If I were you, I would head home before I over at Nessa. Would you like a moment?
I'm doing this new thing that I'm calling horny on Maine.
Beautiful,
Wait,
love it.
so
Don't
in
you?
reference to the house we are exiting, where is this specifically happening?
It's happening up in kind of the air above, and like Mecha Mask is falling. He's not actually going to go through the window, but he's kind of falling down in like towards the yard.
Okay, so it is, but like Johnny and Solace are how far up?
They're probably 80 feet.
Okay, so
yeah. So Johnny, what's your?
As he says that, Johnny just kind of looks at him like, you'd be surprised who you're fighting.
Difference between.
So we see that Mecha Man's falling towards the house, right?
Yeah.
All right. I think Obsidian's gonna be like trying to clear out at least like a landing area. And be like, all right, everybody inside. Get in.
We'll give you a moment here. He just kind of looks at you and is like, Solace looks at you, Johnny. I can tell is scared. I can feel the fact that you desperately want to love and understand you. It oozes off of you. Fortunately, I have a different feast. You're in over your head. He's trying to shift your superior down and your mundane up. Are you resisting?
I am gonna say no, because that hit a little home to Johnny. So I'm gonna say that those do shift.
Okay.
And Johnny is a little, he's kind of now intimidated, but he's not giving up ground. He's just like, he's still floating there ready for a fight, even though it's kind of this thought that like, man, he just read right through me. And Johnny just kind of like over the shoulder looks to see that his friends are outside, and he feels a little bit better.
Yeah, and so you've got Mecha Mask like plummeting down towards the earth. What are you all doing down there? I could learn to fly.
Issa's like clearing out the back deck just to make sure that nobody's in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So like any stragglers, she's like kind of like not like throwing them into the house, but more like just like get in and like sort of like helping them stand up if they're too drunk to stand up on their own, sort of thing.
Everybody else?
I do have a question because I feel
Mhm.
like Mara would be aware of her own body. Does she know that if she were to catch Megamind or whatever his name is,
Mecha Mask?
Mecha Mask, if she were to catch Mecha Mask, is she aware whatever like bone stuff even if she like retracts the spiky stuff, granted this will probably fucking hurt, but will catching him be better or worse for him than hitting the ground? Because
his power is to be made of metal.
okay,
Like
so
he transformed
what?
himself.
He's probably going to be fine if he hits the ground. Issa's clearing a path.
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna like keep an eye on the pool. I'm assuming there's a pool, and just like in case he goes in, because that seems like that would be an urgent situation. So I'm kind of just like, I'm ready by the pool.
So if anybody else do anything, as he is hurtling down, he is gonna like smack dab into the lawn.
How can we hear what he's saying to Johnny? What's
It's-
the villain is
Solace.
Solus?
Solace, you've heard of Solace before. Solace is.
Can we hear what he's saying to
generally-
Johnny though?
No.
Can we hear what he's saying to Johnny though? I think that Zaylin just starts running towards it and just kind of like they can kind of parkour off buildings a little bit. Like they can like just jump off buildings. So they're trying to get closer.
Yep.
The both of them.
You're heading your way up there. I would say the thing is Solace tends to be second fiddle to a lot of other villains, but the weird thing is it's not like there's certain ones he work with a lot. Like Solace seems to jump back and forth.
Mhm.
He's not like not a pushover, but not normally like the main villain of something. But he scrap with a lot of different heroes.
By the way, what time is it specifically
It is about 10:15.
in the game? I mean,
It's about 10:15.
okay, cool, because it's 10:15 in my life.
I'd have said 9:15.
Okay, yeah, true. Okay, so it's 10:15. Okay,
It's not quite 10. That was like Ivy gonna be like, we need to be quiet now.
Ivy looks at their phone. I was like, that lady said 10:30. And puts their phone back in and starts looking around. And I want Ivy to just rip like a single vine all the way up and just try and grab Solace and just pull him down.
All right. Sounds like that kind of strikes me as like unleashing your powers.
Yeah.
Roll with freak.
Yeah, I think so. That is a 7.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Johnny also mark a condition because of the 7 to 9. I forget. Oh no. You separate temporary. As you grab him, I'm gonna have you mark a condition with this. As you whip him down, but as you do, you feel as it makes contact, something opens up inside of you, and you can just feel beyond the kind of haze you've put upon yourself here recently. Something cuts through into your very feelings, and you start to feel those be opened up, and you can almost feel Solace's fingers sort of like inside your soul. The mistake of looking at Nessa for that. This is inside your soul. As it just goes, it brings him to the ground, but mark a condition.
Okay.
You said I mark a condition as well.
No. You because it was mark a condition or show you how it's temporary. Which temporary was he wasn't like knocked out of the way, but it did drop Mecha Mask.
So this is my first time using conditions. When it says X condition -2 to provoke someone or assess the situation, only one of them has unleashed my powers, which is what I just used. But I feel like insecure might be a little bit better of a condition. Am I allowed to?
Yeah, basically, unless I tell you take a specific one,
Okay.
you take whatever fits.
Okay, then I'm going to take
Um,
the insecure condition because I was definitely trying to defend Johnny from Solace pulling
yeah.
him.
Yeah, I've moved here unleashed because like you're basically moving him out of the sky. Like
Okay.
he also hits. He actually hits about the same time as Mecha Mask, just except that Solace bounces a little more. When it hits the ground, it just kind of like rolls up, and it just in a crouch. And
Uh, when I can I do one more thing, if that's okay with everybody else?
what are you doing?
I, I wanted to use Be the Monster.
What's that do?
It's when I frighten, intimidate, or cow others with my monstrous form, roll plus freak. On a hit, they are thrown off and make themselves vulnerable or they flee. So I'm kind of like feeling like Ivy has this connection to Johnny. And I think the drunkenness has kind of awoken, not feelings for Johnny, but like this like connection to Johnny from when they were kids. And like a little bit of a protection thing, I guess. And seeing Solace like attacking Johnny and Ivy's just drunk as shit. They're just like, fuck this piece of shit, and just like just goes full vine monster on him.
All right, make your roll.
Okay, that is a 11.
What's that do for yours?
So a 10 plus, I can choose one. On a hit, they are thrown off and make themselves vulnerable to me or they flee. And then on a 10 plus, I choose either frighten others, I hurt someone or break something I shouldn't have, or I feel more like a monster afterward. Mark a condition. Shit. I frighten others that I had not intended to scare.
Yeah, people start screaming. Mo kind of past you, past you and Mara where you're at. Dalen's kind of like just kind of parkouring up. So you may have turned around while this happened. Solace is kind of like, well, tell me what you do to frighten.
I don't know what movie it was from, but I'm kind of thinking like, so they yank him down with this thing, and as soon as Solace hits the ground, Ivy just like goes like full like that picture, and just like looming like 8-10 feet tall, just a massive like plant, and just like starts to like come down on top of him like screaming.
So his thing, part of the thing he's able to fly, and he just as he kind of comes down as he hits the ground, just it flips out through there, and we'll say goes right past sort of Marrow and Obsidian, and just smashes into the window into the house itself, where you like a bunch of people are screaming and running right now because Ivy went full like monster. Yeah, but he has fled into the house.
And I think Obsidian's like, son of a bitch, and she just like runs into the house trying to find him.
Mm-hmm.
Following Obsidian.
Yeah, as he kind of hits, he's kind of like he hits one of the couches, which then flips sort of over, and until he hits like one of those small walls. It's one of those like sunken living rooms. It's like two steps up to the thing around it.
Was it first floor, second floor?
First floor.
Okay, if that's the case, she's gonna jump through the window, like after him, and like chase him down.
Okay. And Mary, you doing the same?
Yeah, I'm following, but probably just like probably doing some ceiling crawling again, just because there's less people on the way.
Okay.
Straight shot.
Yeah, he's sort of on the ground, picking himself up, like.
And I think as he's picking himself up, Obsidian just is coming and like just punching him straight in the face.
All right, make your. It is what is that? Confront. Directly engage a threat.
Directly engage a threat. That is with where is my stuff? Danger. What is my danger? Oh, it's a +1. Okay. 8, 9.
9. Pick one. Resist or avoid. So yeah, you'll trade blows. Either resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Ooh. I wanna. I guess. Do I frighten? Would he be scared of a little thing like me with no powers?
Well, the thing is, remember, you are still you're like Batman or Robin coming in and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna frighten him. Like she'll take the hits and just like sort of like look back at him and just like it's like has a little lip bleeding and just like smirks.
Go ahead and take a condition. Is it and then it
Yeah.
just like to get you away, just like man, just like palms you straight in the chest, knocking you back. Relative, I mean, he's incredibly
Does a
strong. And very
flip,
quick.
lands 3-point landing, like
So go ahead and take a condition there. But he's just like, um, yeah. And then there's just this moment where he's like, just sort of looking. Maybe wasn't expecting quite so many people. Marrow, you are sort of up on the ceiling as he's looking, a little bit like he's looking for a place to run. What do you do?
I mean, usually I would be like, time to, chat. But I do feel like I've been very unuseful in the last couple of fights. And this guy seems weird. So I guess I'm just gonna like try to turn into like a spike ball kind of and just like drop onto him.
All right, make your directly engage.
are you like in Mario, the little like guys, the little like things that drop down and you try to like run past?
Basically, yes, but I'm a person. What is
It's roll plus danger.
just remembering my danger really quick. Oh boy, that's a 7. I'm a -1 in danger.
Oh, you will trade blows. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them and create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
It's weird that I would like to impress this man.
Yeah, I was saying as it kind of hits, like the spikes, and it like kind of goes through parts of his flesh. It comes out. There's no blood actually from it. As he just kind of goes back and then kind of grabs onto you and goes down. There's like a hit or two, and as he's doing it, he's sort of looking you straight in the eye. You can also feel this strong connection emotionally, like not like a regular emotional connection, but like he's tapping into your actual emotions as this sort of happens, and he just sort of smiles, and he's like, "Keep it under." And then go ahead, take a condition.
Thank you.
Jalen.
I go to. Since I'm still like parkering up, I find Johnny. Has he come down from the air yet?
He is all of this kind of like that guy getting slammed. I imagine this has only been a few seconds. So Johnny is just kind of like
I'll have
he
him do
is
his condition move in a moment. But what do you two do?
Johnny is like Zaylen. Or do you just like jump up to where Johnny is?
Yeah, like hey. I could grab him. I pull him back down. Cause I can't fly necessarily, but I can like just pull him back down. Like, are you okay?
Well, I assume he's hovering. So if you like grab onto Johnny, he's just can keep you up.
You okay?
Yeah. He spooked me a little. I wasn't ready for that. Where
Zaylen
is he now?
Zaylen hugs him. You okay?
Where is he? They need our help. We gotta go.
He's in the house. We gotta go. Yeah.
Johnny just kind of turbos.
Zaylen, roll comfort. Your mundane for comfort and support.
Okay. 1 second. Let me get my computer back going. My mundane is -2. Okay.
What?
It is a 9.
All right. So on a hit, Wildfire hears you. They can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. Like there wasn't enough time for that. But Johnny, do you want to mark potential or clear a condition?
I am gonna mark potential because I only have one condition marked and I feel pretty confident.
Okay.
So
we also forgot to make a note that everybody the team you got 2 team when entering battle against dangerous foe, which I got to remember to do that. Leader does not have influence over everybody, but I think we all have the same purpose.
Okay.
And we decided team leader was who? Was Ivy? or not Ivy, was
No,
Issa.
I think it's
Isa.
obsidian
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isa.
technically.
Issa, and I don't think anybody mistrusts Issa, correct?
No.
Though I will say you are definitely ill prepared or off balance because some of y'all have been drinking a decent amount, which will take care of that +1. So you still have 2 for your team.
Just a little bit.
Right.
Little bit.
So as Zaylen comforts Johnny, he just kind of like turbos. That's the best way I can use it. He's just like, he just kind of like turns, and it's just kind of like this straight down and then this curve to like a slam into Solace again
I'll
as
say-
he's like,
so, while you're on his way in
Solace
there,
is in
I'm
the
gonna
house.
go ahead and use his
Mhm.
he's in the house. I'm gonna go ahead and use his condition move that he just got. Like, as you're sort of coming in, he's gotten up off of Marrow, and I'm assuming Issa's kind of coming back for the fight. And is Ivy? Are you making your way inside, or?
I think Ivy is having a really hard time. They're probably like recovering from
somebody.
Nessie.
Thanks for the news.
It's okay.
No, darling, no, you're not.
After the monstrous form thing, I think Ivy like kind of like flops around and like tries to shrink themselves a little bit, and is having a difficult time because they've never been drunk before, and so having like control of their actual body is like weird.
So yeah, as y'all are coming in, for those who are coming into the house again, he leaps up towards like the second floor, and then just grabs Marietta's actually up there, and just kind of grabs and has got like a hand on the side of her head, and just like, stand back here. I know what will be lost if I have to do something to her. And Marietta just like screams as he's got like a hand on the side of her face. He's barely even beyond that, but she just appears like almost stuck to her in that moment, and just looks down and goes, "No problem, I had."
I think Obsidian is pissed. And
Rage!
also, she's also very angry right now too. She's very
Mhm.
angry.
Can I? Is there an order for going?
No,
I just don't know if y'all are there yet. Honestly, is Johnny and Valen in the house yet?
Are we in the house yet?
I think Johnny just sort of flown down. We've got Marrow and Issa down there. And Zaylin, were you also coming down when Johnny?
With Johnny, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of holding them as I came in.
Yeah, so we got probably Marrow's like just picked herself up. Issa has been at the ready because you got knocked back while Marrow got in the fight, and the two of you have made your way in.
I think Ivy is like squeezing her way through the door, like a mass of things with like a face in it, just like pushing themselves through the door as this is happening.
Can I go?
Go for it. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I can. So one of my newborn moves is mark as a mind of their own. Your powers evolve and mutate when you are facing an obstacle or threat that your powers would not be able to deal with. You can mark a condition to gain a brand new abilities, adapt into the situation. You lose these new powers once the danger is gone. So I'm gonna mark anger. And does it have to be a power on my abilities list or no?
Nope. It does not.
Okay.
All right. I think it's gonna be psychic abilities. Like just because Solace already has psychic abilities, because Zaylin is so like protective over like people and like was taught to protect their teammates, like all of a sudden it just like enrages and like they can like put forth and just says like, you leave my friend alone.
And it's basically like doing a mental attack with that. Fair. Oh,
Sorry,
you
what?
muted.
Muted? How was I muted?
Oh, no, now you're back. Now you're back.
You're back.
Okay. So like yeah, so it's gonna be mental attack, yeah.
All right, make it directly engage.
All right, 1 second.
danger.
With danger. Okay, 1 second. I have to open my phone up. 1 second. Okay. Danger is +1. 11. Wait, no. Yeah, 11. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you get to pick two. You trade blows. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I may create opportunity for my allies and take something from them.
All right. Yeah. As it strikes, there's almost like a connection between the two of you as this happens, and you also feel like almost like an ice pick go into your emotions. You'll also take one because you said. But the thing is, as this happens, he lets go of her, and like she kind of is able to sort of drop away and then run like down the steps, so she's out of immediate danger. And there's also an opportunity before he's able to do his condition move. What do y'all, Obsidian?
Can I hop in?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, so as soon as he lets go and she's out of grasp, Obsidian just like launches herself at him, and she's just gonna start
Eating the shit
pummeling him. Yeah, she's just beating the ever living shit out of him. Because I hope with this I can also clear my anger condition, but like we'll see.
Yeah, well, for the anger condition, what was your thing there? That's the breaks or something important?
Yeah, I heard some. Hold on. Where is it? Hurt someone or break something important.
I'm assuming like are you like throwing him through a whole bunch of shit in this house and causing
Oh yeah,
a
she's
lot of
just
damage?
destroying his ever living face.
I think that's kind of unleashing your powers.
Okay.
Or directly engage a threat will work here, I think.
Okay. Directly engage. That is with danger, and danger is a +1. Okay. Would anybody like to help me out? Because I got a 6 overall.
Yeah,
There are teams.
I would love to, because I had a thing that I wanted the drunk Ivy to do.
Is Drunk Ivy gonna like grab him or something? Like, well, like.
Kind of, yeah. They were gonna like, so they're like plopping through the door, like piling through the door, and they just go, "You're being really mean," and then they're just gonna like make a fist out of one of their clumps of vines and just go for a big hit, possibly likely missing, but mostly aiming for a distraction. Metagaming here.
That enough to give me that +1 for team?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay, so that's a
that's
7
team.
then. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think at this point she's gonna resist or avoid their blows.
Yeah, as he's trying to kind of go back, but he was already kind of thrown off by that psychic attack, and it kind of comes up.
Yeah, flying
and, like,
kick, and then like as I'm flying, I turn and do like a quick back kick, and like I kick him into the wall, and then like I jump down and like double couple from punches like to his chest and stuff. Like,
and you like probably because you hear Sandra going, whoa, 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 whoa! What the fuck are you doing to my house?
We're never getting invited to a party again.
Like he's not the one with the phone, but there's plenty of others taping it right now. Like when you look up, you have demolished so very much. Your anger is going to go away. Like you have done a lot of damage in this house.
How's Solace looking?
Solace is looking a little rough. Solace needs a little solace right now. As he is completely out at this point.
Is it 10:30?
Yes.
no.
All right. Ivy immediately looks at their phone and is like, oh shit. And then they look over where the sound system is, and just like a tendril like winds its way to the sound system and just like works its way inside and turns off all of the music and all of the lights.
Except for the light coming off of Johnny.
Yeah, it all goes dark. This is Johnny's just sort of lighting stuff up. And Solace is just out.
I think Obsidian just grabs him by the collar and just starts dragging him out of the house.
Okay.
through the front door.
Yeah, did you
And be
kinda go to
like, thanks, Sandrew, and like just
you as you kind of get up there, you see a barely on his feet mecha mask, and he's just metallic body. The mask that he's got in, it's like the mask itself. Parts of it have been broken. You can see that the underneath it, the face, while metallic, looks very normal. The parts of it you can see because it's just been beaten the shit out of, and he just kind of like you call Alpha Corp has the things you can put on him to. And they just kind of like falls down to his knees.
I think I think Ace is just like has rope right now and just like hand like tying up his wrist, Solus's wrist behind his back,
Okay.
and I'm letting everybody else handle Mecca because
Obsidian.
busy.
I'm gonna try to take care of Mecca, but I am gonna shout over to Obsidian, like, I think he might be like a ghost or something. Like, I do think we might need to call Alpha about it.
And I think like she puts her hand through the back of his hair and like lifts his head up, and she's like, "Nah, it feels pretty solid," and like sort of slams his face back down.
Okay, all right,
How
cool.
hard does she slam his face?
It's more of a drop than a slam. It's just more like a.
Okay. I am gonna start tending to Mecca.
Yeah, Mecha's gotten the living shit kicked out. I think it's hard to tell with someone who's got metal body like how much damage they've taken, but I mean he's clearly you sort of even touch sort of like the ribs and such. It's,
The cracked mask. I was like, because I'm assuming that he has like one of those, like same as mine, like because I have the little one, but for the party I wore the full face covering one.
It is a full. It's almost like it looks like a helmet essentially, but that thing has been shattered to large degrees. You can see like a good chunk of like the bottom part of his face, which again it's metallic, but like there's a very good chance he looks exactly like himself when he's transformed, but just metal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. It very much spoke to me, so I'm just gonna start tending to him.
Yeah, and he's like, there's only so much you can do right now, but you're basically able to make sure that he's kind of better, sort of okay. He just kind of looks up and like, hold for that. Couldn't stop.
It's
There were
okay.
others. Minotaur. What about Minotaur?
Where was Minotaur?
We didn't know about Minotaur.
Minotaur is one of the like big bad people. But
No,
Minotaur
I mean
was not here. Yeah,
we didn't know that Minotaur was involved here.
Where did Minotaur go?
caught them breaking into a tech company, but Solace got me out of there so quickly. Minotaur hit me hard, and then
I come up behind Marrow, and like I'm hearing part of this. I'm like, what company?
It was General Dynamics.
Which dynamics?
Do we know what that is?
It's one of a bunch of different tech companies.
All right. Well, hopefully that there's other people dealing with that over there. You know, we can't be everywhere at once. And neither can you.
I think
It's
at
like-
this.
Hmm?
I think at this point it's John as Marrow says that Johnny's just kind of is like, are you sure you should still be doing this?
Johnny.
And there's just this moment where he just like his eyes just sort of flare up, and he just kind of like almost like grabs onto Marrow like to get help just standing.
All right, if that's what we want to be doing, that's what we're doing.
And he kind of he kind of like pops up and just kind of looks you in the eye and goes,
You're gonna get yourself killed. You've done a good service to the world for many years. Don't give your life for this.
"Tell the difference, kid. one of the two of us has been in the fight a long time. One of the two of us also took on Minotaur this evening. And yeah, Minotaur kicked the shit out of me because I was alone. But Minotaur has torn apart a bunch of entire teams put together. I held my own.
And to be fair, Johnny, I don't think if we all of us went up against Minotaur, it would probably be an issue.
And I
put
think
my arm on, I put my arm on Johnny's shoulder, like you're okay. Don't listen to him.
Is he trying to shift any labels for Johnny? Because
I'm possibly. I'm waiting to see what your reaction is.
Johnny just kind of looks at him and he goes, he puts that, a fool fights alone.
I realize you think you know what this game is about. I didn't mean to fight alone. I didn't want to fight alone, but when you see people in danger, some of us actually go towards it while you sit here. Bunch of people. Here off in the boonies. And you got lucky. Lucky!
And I
Where I'm
saved
looking-
your ass.
Where I'm looking, I see someone who's got his head entirely too far up his ass. You keep this attitude up, and there is going to be a day, someday, where you're going to be in a worse situation than I am. He's trying to shifting your labels, superior down, mundane up.
I'm gonna try to resist this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to reintroduce Ivy to this scene.
And what?
Same.
That's just straight, right?
Yep.
I got an 8.
All right, you can choose one. Clear condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up and one down of your choice. Cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
Okay. Johnny's response to that is you'll be in a worse situation than me. Johnny just leans in a little closer, and I'll have them to keep me out of it. He points to the 4 people behind him.
That sounded
People
like
behind you.
And as he's
something-
pointing to Obsidian, Obsidian's actually sort of like shouldering on Solus onto like just like potato sacks like across the shoulders, and sort of like holding on to him like. What's up?
So I think I'm gonna mark potential again with that one. Because Johnny has he is not having it. He just knows that Mecha Mask should have hung it up 10 years ago.
All right, as he just kind of stands and just like it's weird to hear like metal bones and such crack, and just turns around and just. We got Solace. We need a wagon to take him in. His helicopter will be here in a few. And it says it to Marrow. He goes, "Thanks," and then turns and sort of starts limping away.
At this point, Ivy bursts out the front door of the house holding a bottle of tequila in a formed hand and just goes, hell of a party. And then just collapses on the ground in a pile of vines.
I think as you're collapsing, like Obsidian quickly catches the bottle to make sure it doesn't break with the guy on his shoulders, and she's like, "Cheers!" and like takes a swig from the bottle, and like
From the bottle.
it does like the whole like
I
not
know.
lips on the mouth on the bottle, but like enough like
yeah.
to like not
This
touch.
is the era of COVID.
This I think that was one of our
It
things.
is
Yeah,
2017,
so-
but yes,
Pre-air
to be
COVID.
fair, we
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, we also said like that. So this seems like a good place to like cut to black for end of session.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
agree.
can't tell if Ivy's
Because
amazing.
that's where
So-
Ivy's at
or
in real
terrible.
life.
I have a question for you, Michael. Was
Yes.
anybody recording Johnny belittling Mecha Mask?
Oh my god, are you kidding? This is a high school
It's gonna be
party?
all over.
It is all over
Well,
the place.
also, to be
It's-
fair, Ivy did just take the lights out, so I guess you do have Johnny being derisive, but to no one in a void.
Well, it's out front.
Outside
The thing
lights,
is,
too.
Some of
Oh,
them,
damn
some
it.
of them have got theirs. Yeah, some of them have got like the light. They're basically sitting there going,
Yeah.
that. So what everyone gets to do now is let us know how either you grew closer to your team, you grew into your image of yourself, or you grew away from the team.
I feel closer to Johnny in general because he invited me to live with him, and then like I came up there to like make sure, like to support him and make sure he was okay, and like just in general, like just yeah.
All right, you get to give influence to Johnny, and then either clear a condition or mark potential.
I will clear my angry, and actually, what, I'm not going to clear my angry. I'm going to mark my potential. I haven't marked potential yet.
And did Johnny already have influence over you?
Yes.
Then Johnny
Yes.
gets to actually shift one of your labels up, one of your labels down.
Awesome. I am going to shift my savior up 1 and my freak down 1.
My freak down one.
Oh, I move theirs.
Oh,
So
oh,
or
do you
mine.
move?
just tell Sarah what.
Oh, okay. I move
Yeah, checking each other's character sheets can be a thing here because if someone has got like a +3 and you try to move them up, then you put a condition on them.
I am going to say that I am going to move your freak down 1 and your mundane up 1.
Awesome.
Because Johnny has tried to bring you more into the civilian world in this session. So it makes sense that he's trying to make you feel less
Abnormal.
like abnormal and more normal.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right, who's next?
I'm gonna say that I grew closer, mostly just via drinking with Ivy and Zaylin, doing tequila, learning that Zaylin cannot drink and that Ivy probably can drink. Very unclear.
Yep.
We also might need to talk about what to do in an emergency medical situation with Ivy because are we good? Are we not good? I don't.
Do
I
we
don't
need
know.
to give you more water? Like, how do we counterbalance?
She's a plant. You put her in the sun.
Yeah, we can't.
It's nighttime.
It's nighttime, and we can't backpack you. You're huge. We need to get a backpack that's really big for you.
Unless they the Ivy is able to like wrap their whole like body around someone else's body, and they become like a plant humanoid like combo suit sort of
They can do
situation.
Group hug, suit.
Okay, then we have to figure out who is volunteering to be a human backpack.
Yeah,
Because it's not Marrow, unless it's an emergency.
I am weirdly strong and durable. So
Does Zaylin
backpack
weigh that
Ivy?
much? I feel like you have bird bones.
No.
Strong
I'm
bird
actually
bones.
I'm actually weirdly strong and durable. That's my powers. So
Okay.
I take a couple vines and like backpack Ivy over my back.
Okay, so your Ivy's your backpack. All right. Either way, we just need to stay awake all night. And I guess since you just got your things up, I'll move Ivy's up, which is Kirby, which is why I'm in your character sheet moving things around so that I can
was
check.
like, what is fucking
Wait,
going on?
does Ivy already have influence on you?
No, nobody
Oh,
does except for
So
Zaylin.
the thing is, it's not that you move. It's not that you move their stuff. The reason Steve was able to move one of Sarah's is Steve already had influence and was given
Oh.
influence. You have to choose. So two things, and Sarah, if you have not, you either get to clear condition or mark potential. Both of you get to do this. But Marrow, you're going to decide who you give influence to. If that person already has influence over you, they get to shift your labels.
I'm gonna give it to Zaylin because I'm pretty sure Zaylin doesn't have influence over me, and it'd be nice to have more people.
I'm gonna clear my condition of angry because I'm not angry anymore.
All right. And then also make a note. You've got influence over Marrow.
Yep,
All right.
I did.
Who's next?
What were the questions again?
Grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team.
I'm gonna say Ivy grew into their own image of themselves a little bit, being wildly drunk.
You learn more about yourself, aka learn how like you handle alcohol. So
Yeah. Well, also I think they're realizing that as much as they kind of despise Johnny's personality, they're also like, I've been.
I think I know what
long
movie
time.
you're thinking of. It's Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh,
With
Groot?
the plants with the plants. No, not Groot, but the plants at the end that Ego manifests
Oh
on all Earth.
yeah.
I think that's the movie.
Yeah,
So-
that's kind of yeah.
So Ivy, you get to shift one label up and one label down.
I'm gonna shift. I'm going to shift danger up, and I'm going to shift superior down. I think. Kind of realizing that I will act in defense and protection of the people that I care about.
That leaves us Issa and Johnny.
You can go first, Johnny.
Johnny actually feels that he grew closer to the team. And I'm gonna say a lot of that was Zaylin. Nobody really just hugs Johnny, so like that meant way too much to him. So Zaylin now has influence, and I'm going to mark potential, which is actually going to put me at 5, which means I get to take an advancement.
Jesus,
All right.
how'd you get 5 already?
Several failed rolls. He's also taken a couple opportunities where he could have cleared a condition to grab potential.
Yep, I've kept angry since like the first fight, and instead of clearing conditions, I've just been adding potential, and then I failed like 3 rolls. So it's
I mean, so have I. I've also been angry this whole time.
Wait, so I have a
I've
condition
won-
now. If I don't clear it, I get potential.
There are certain
There-
things that let you either choose to clear it or take potential, and I think one or two of those happened to Johnny tonight.
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, comfort and support was one. They can mark a potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up. There was something else too where you chose to take potential.
Yep, and then now I gained my 5th one because I came into this session with 2, so I gained 3 tonight. So I get a advancement. I'm not
And
sure
did-
what I'm gonna take, but I will figure that out before next session.
And did Zaylin have influence over Johnny already?
Not originally, no.
Okay, so
No,
now you
nobody
do.
had influence over me, so now someone does.
All right, and now it's Issa.
I'm debating if. I don't think she really came into more of her own image of herself. Debating if that was it or not. But who would she grow closer to the team?
Maybe Johnny?
Johnny. Honestly.
Johnny was very about the team this session. It's really
He really
weird.
was. He opened up more than I expected. It
He also
very
was like, "Hey, you
heartwarming.
also can live with me," and she's like, "Thank you, but no, thank you."
He did start like that. I also do feel like being surrounded by D-bags, Johnny's just like, better by comparison.
So yeah, I think
Johnny's
it was
little speech
Johnny.
at the end. Johnny's little speech at the end hit so hard.
Oh, it did hit so hard.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, so I think Johnny is the one that is, and he does not have influence over me. So you will get influence over me.
All right. So I have influence over everyone but Ivy now. Or do I
Alright.
have Ivy? I can't remember. No.
And
You
Issa,
don't-
Issa,
I
do
don't
you
think-
want
do you
to
have marrow?
clear a condition or mark potential?
Me?
Hmm?
I'm going to clear a condition because me be guilty over something, please. Absolutely not.
All right. Do we want to go through and remind people who we are, where we can be found on social media?
Yep. I am Sarah. I am Powerful Week One on TikTok and Powerful Week almost everywhere else.
I'm Nessa. I'm Loch Nessa, LOCHNEA, on basically everything, but especially TikTok.
I am Steve. I am the Dragon X on TikTok and kind of anywhere else, but I don't really have anything anymore. But yeah, thanks for watching.
I'm Mo. I am Serena Bezos all over the internet.
Hello, I'm Kirby. I am disaster tourism everywhere.
And I am Michael. I am Improv GM on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, as well as TikTok. And have you all a great evening. Thank you all for coming.